Hello, my favorites. Oh, wait, my favorites. Um, but I decided to come on live earlier today because I know I've been shortchanging y'all. So let's get back into this vibe and we're gonna roll out today, okay? Wherever we stop at, that's just where we stop at. I would, if I gotta do something, I'll close the camera and do what I need to do and come back and see where y'all at. But anyway, last night we left off with Shanice and Black Rob and um Zeke and Meelan. Zeke, not Zeke, Meek and Zealand are at Truth's, no, at Shanice's mom's cookout. Or is that the baby shower? I can't remember. But anyway, that's where it was at, girl. So they they had the baby shower first. Jalissa, which is Truth's biological mother, comes out the house with Shanice's mama, and they share their words, and she leave. He told her to leave, and she left. No issue. Who would have thought? She coming right back in with the man that he supposed to had killed years ago, and then on top of that, this man Shanice's damn daddy. What the hell? So now Shanice looking at Truth like, oh, this how you doing things, and don't want to listen to him, baby. If there's anything that I can say in regards to a relationship, and especially if it's new, and then you already engaged, Shanice, your dumb ass. But anyway, communication and listen to your partner. You just can't listen all the time. Um you have to listen as well because sometimes your other half don't they're not looking for an answer. They're just venting. They need somebody to listen. So listen and communicate, which Shanice didn't damn do. But we gonna get off the fucking subject of her dumb ass and go right on over to why Gabe and Gia are back together. Um, we already know that Gabe took and whooped Tommy's ass. Ooh, wee. Lord have mercy. He told him up. He didn't tear him up. He told him up. Told him up, y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh, is he gonna stop anytime soon? But he gave him that work, gave him that business. But now there's a whole new issue, y'all. This man done told Gia that he don't give a fuck about her or the child. Nigga, that's part of you. How you gonna fix your mouth to say something like that? That's a part of you, so why are you even saying that, first of all? And then your little flunky ass or funky ass wife, what's her damn name, Gia? It ain't Gia. Damn, what was Melissa, Mariah, something like that or another? Bitch, sit down. But then Melanie, damn it, Gia takes Melanie, the daughter, and her mom. She take Melanie to see her dad, and that's when he said that to her. So Jill goes out with the girls because it's Gabe's birthday, and they get into it because it's a nigga all in her face and so forth. And Gabe don't like that. No. But he didn't know at the time what all Jill was going through. But he later finds out why what's going on is going on, and they get back together. So now they just all berries and cream now. So, and y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, there's some funny stuff about to come up. Okay, there's some funny stuff about to come up. Like I said, I don't know how far, I'm gonna read today, but we're gonna put a dent in it. So let's go. Okay, damn. Go get y'all shit and hurry up. Damn. Every time. Right. Yeah, see, that's what I be talking about. You got just give it a minute. Somebody else will come busting through that damn door. I'm gonna start locking my damn door. Keep their asses out. I hope y'all got your cigarettes, your blunts, your water, your Kool-Aid, your juice, your beer, your liquor, your wine, whatever the hell you need. I need for y'all. Oh, and the kids ain't at school either. Fuck them kids. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. First, I gotta turn it up, don't I? All right, and we off.
Chapter 1 Shanice. I could hear people screaming around me. I tried to open my eyes, but it was hard to do. Ha, I need you to open your eyes. I heard Truth say. Was she hit? Someone questioned, but I couldn't make out who the voice belonged to. No, I think she just fainted, Truth responded. Shanice. Baby, wake up. I heard my mother screaming for me to wake up. When I opened my eyes, I had people all around me. Truth was holding me in his arms, as my mother held my hand. Thank God, Shanice, you have to stop scaring me half to death, my mother cried. Mom, what happened? I asked her. You fainted, baby, maybe we should take you to the hospital to get checked out, my mom said. Someone called an ambulance already, they can check her out and determine if we should take her, Truth stated. Let's get her in the house, my mom told Truth. When they got me inside, Truth carried me into my room at my mother's house and left the room. Here is a cold rag, and some water. Sheh, how do you feel now? Gia asked me. I have a slight headache, but I'm going to be alright. I get like this when I have a panic attack. All that shit was just too much for me, I said, as I began to cry. Shanice, everything is going to be okay. Friend, you need to let Truth explain his side of it though, Gia stated. I don't care to hear him explain shit, Gia. He is the one that was behind my damn father's attempted murder, should I say. He loved that man, and it's bad enough that I'm sharing a baby with someone that tried to hurt my dad. I can't forgive him, and let that shit go, Gia, I cried. Damn, that's some deep shit to say about your child's father, Gia replied, just as Truth walked back in the room. Please leave, I told Truth. I didn't want shit to do with him. He caused all of this pain I felt from losing my dad. There was nothing that he could do to fix this shit. Let me make myself clear, you are carrying my baby, and until I know that my child is fine, I'm not going any damn where. I tried to talk to you and explain my part regarding the low-life nigga you call daddy. You didn't want to listen, the man you claimed you loved with everything in you, your so-called soulmate, but you couldn't hear me out, not for even 1 minute. Believe me, I won't try to explain again. As soon as I know that my baby is fine, then I'm out, Truth stated. Shad, I'm glad you are alright, Gabe said when he came into the room. Gabe, did you find out who shot that gun? Truth asked Gabe. Yeah, it was one of Black Rob's men. He tried to run, but that shit wasn't happening. The police are outside. Somebody must have reported the shot. Zelan and one of his security guys are handling them right now. Zelan is having a damn fit that his security team let them niggas walk in the backyard with guns. What do you want us to do about Black Rob? Gabe asked Truth implicit. Do you both see me and my mother right here? Why the fuck would you be talking about doing something to my dad? I yelled. Shad, we are going to always protect our family and ourselves at all times. Your dad is a problem for us, and I can't speak for Truth, but I'm sure I know how he feels. I will lay that nigga smooth in the dirt, before I let him hurt any of us, Gabe stated. Baby, let's step outside, Gia told Gabe. Truth, I know you have to do what's best for you. I'm just asking that you let us find out what's really going on with Robert. Shanice and I need this time to figure this all out. I'm just asking that you give us that time, my mom said to Truth, and he looked at her for a minute. Twill give you that, but if he fucks with me in any way, I'm going to protect myself. I'm a man first, and a street dude second. The only reason this decision was granted to you is because of the love I have for you and your daughter. I'm able to stop and evaluate a situation, especially when it's as sensitive as this one. I don't just jump off the deep end like most people. Your daughter degraded me and the relationship we had is dead. But I will always care for her because she has my child, he said to my mom, and I felt like shit because all of this was a complete mess. Thank you, son, my mom replied, kissing him on the cheek, and she walked out of the room because someone was calling her name. Truth just stared at me and said nothing else to me. Shanice, the ambulance is here, my mom said, as the paramedics walked in to see me. I gave them my medical history of panic attacks, and they suggested that because I was pregnant, I needed to go to the hospital to be checked out. My mother agreed to take me, only because I didn't want to ride in the ambulance, and I damn sure didn't want to ride with Truth. We made it to the hospital, and they got me situated in a room. I was in the labor and delivery department because they needed to make sure the baby was alright. Truth was staring out of the window and my mother was at my bedside. Shanice, are you comfortable? My mom asked, and I just broke down into tears. The love I have for this man was undeniable, but how could I even think of being with him? Everything that we built was over, something just hit me, and I pray that it was just my mind all over the place. I had to ask him, I wouldn't stop thinking about it until I knew for sure. Did you know that he was my father? I mean, he was your enemy and all. Did you purposely seek me out knowing that I was Black Rob's daughter? I asked Truth as he continued to stare out of the window. Shanice, maybe we should concentrate on the baby. Now is not the time to discuss this, not here, my mom spoke, and I didn't care where we were. I needed him to answer my question. He still said nothing, he just continued to look out the window. Answer me, damn it! I yelled, and my mother began rubbing my hand to calm me as I cried. Let me tell you something, don't ever talk to me that fucking way. I have never disrespected you and you won't disrespect me. I
Period.
didn't know you,
Rude
and had I
ass.
known that you would turn on me in the blink of an eye, I would have kept it moving. There was nothing that I had to gain for coming for you, shorty. Your father was and still is a piece of shit. You may not know who the real Rob is, but I can tell you this for sure. I know that nigga and I know what type of man he is. Don't say shit else to me, unless it's about my child. Nothing, he roared, and it caused me to burst into tears. Hey sis, did they say anything yet? Gia asked as she came walking in the room. I shook my head no because I was too upset to answer her. Gia, is Gabe with you? Truth asked her. Yes bro, he is out in the waiting room, along with the rest of the crew, Gia told him. Truth turned and walked out of the room, angrier than I have ever seen him. Shanice, we need to talk. Just because your father showed up after all these years and tell you some bullshit, don't mean the shit is the truth. He got shot several times, okay I get it. But does it take 8 fucking years to come find your damn family, and then your new bitch seeks me out to get close to me? Your father was a street nigga, and one of the most ruthless street niggas he have ever seen. He has done a lot of dirty shit, to a lot of people. Killed people for just looking at him the wrong way, believe me when I tell you, I know. I saw a lot of shit being with that man, I trusted that he loved me unconditionally. But I questioned that shit today, there is no way that I will just let that nigga tell me anything. I'm old school, I will only believe what the fuck I see, and right now I see nothing but bullshit. You better hope and pray that after all the smoke clears you can get that man of yours back. He loved every inch of your ass, and you just stumped him down like he was nothing. That's the second time you did that shit to him. I'm your mother, and nothing in this world is more important to me than you. But I'm going to always tell you when your ass is wrong, and you are wrong for how you are handling truth. Mom, I have known my dad all my life. He is my father just like you are my mother. You both will always be a priority in my life. I can't be with a man that tried to hurt one of my parents, I told her. Well, let me tell you this shit right now, daughter. I one love truth, and I will not push him out of my life, because you decided that you no longer want to be with him. He is my grandchild's father, and I will treat him the same way he has treated me. With love and respect. There is more to this story, and I believe I will get the truth from him, my mother angrily stated. I can respect her thoughts, but I was a grown woman and I was going with how I felt. I adored my father, and I'm angry that he was cheated out of so many years without his family because of truth. Chapter 2 Truth I See would be an understatement of how I'm feeling right now. There was nothing that would have prepared me for today's events. The man that I thought was dead is alive and kicking. I shot that nigga myself and had two of my crew members get rid of the body. Back then I wasn't as skilled as I am now, but I was on point with my shit. Not only that, but to find out that he is the father of my fiancé and my child's mother is just insane. For Shanice to have questions about all of this, one could understand. Hell, I would have questions too and might have needed a minute to process the shit. But damn, Lil Mama took her father's side immediately. I'm numb to the pain in my heart because I'm so fucking pissed. Bruh, how is the baby? Gabe asked when I walked in the waiting room. I see that Zelan, Meek, and their wives were here as well. No word, we are waiting on the doctor to come in. What's up with the dude who let off that shot at Ms. Dez's house? Is he at the warehouse? I questioned. Quater already took care of him. What the fuck is up with that shit? I can't believe that nigga is alive, and I really can't believe that's Shaz's daddy, Gabe stated. Tell me about it, I need eyes on all of them including that bitch. I spoke. It's already done, it seems that she went back to a house in New Jersey. However, that bitch boy is on his way here to check on his daughter. My bad, my team slipped up. They did say that the guys didn't have visible guns when they walked up, so they thought they were invited to the cookout, Zelan stated. That shit is on me, you didn't come here to fight my battles. We good, I fucked up, and this is the shit I have to deal with. I'm only letting that nigga move so easily because of his daughter, and Ms. Des. I know he's going to show his hand soon enough. We have to figure out what his motives are, that nigga is up to something and I need to know what it is. Not to mention I have a child coming, Shanice is going to be pissed but he won't be anywhere near my baby. Gabe, I need Rodney, and Cam at the warehouse tonight. Those niggas were supposed to dump that body. Even if he would have survived my gunshots, he wouldn't have survived that inferno, I told him. Agreed, I'm on it, Gabe stated just as Black Rob came walking in the waiting room with a couple of his men with him. I was headed out to go back to Shanice's room because if I stayed, I would choke the life out of this bitch. You need to know that I'm gunning for you, he said, as I walked by. I pulled my gun out and placed that bitch to his head.
To his
You
head.
need to know that I'm ready and waiting for you. It's in your best interest not to fuck with me because I'm going to murder your ass and this time, I won't miss. I roared, as Gabe walked up. Truth put the gun down, bruh. We are in a hospital, don't worry we will get him, Gabe said. Truth you can kill his ass right now, with my gun, it has a silencer on it. One promise you, you won't do a day in jail. Blow that bitch ass nigga brains all over these hospital walls. Zelan spoke, as he sat in one of the chairs with his gun out. Zelan, baby, you have a call, Zelan's wife Ari stated, as she handed him the phone. Yeah, he spoke into the phone as he placed it on speaker. Son, who in the fuck messing with y'all? Ari called me and said y'all in Philly and somebody ran up in a cookout with guns. It's a good thing I know my grandbaby can handle her shit, she with GBC. But fuck that. Lie, don't play that shit. I'm on my damn way to Philadelphia and we gon' see who wants to play with my bullets when I shoot them in the fucking throat. Messing with my damn grandbabies.
That
And
damn
Toya pregnant
Marley.
too. Why the hell y'all in Philadelphia anyway? Malaya yelled, and we all shook our heads. Because we knew she would be on one. I have met her a few times and she was a very funny but serious lady. Ma, calm down, the girls are fine, and we came out here to see our homie Truth. You don't need to come out here because I'm bringing the girls back home in a few, Zealand told her. Truth, who the hell is Truth? Oh, you talking about that fine nigga, the one that will give Meek a run for his money, Truth. What he got going on? He in trouble because you know I can be there in a couple of hours. One just got to New York a few hours ago, Malai said, and Gabe was looking crazy as hell, not believing the conversation with Lai. He has never had the opportunity to meet Malai, and I don't
Baby.
think they should ever meet.
Ooh.
Ma, we good over here, it's just some clown ass nigga. Nothing we can't handle, Zealand told her. Alright, y'all be careful and tell Truth's fine ass I said hey, Lai replied, and I just smiled. I see she is still the same, I said to Zealand. Man, Lai is never going to change. Ari, why the hell you tell her that shit? Now she's not going to rest until she comes to Philly. Get ready, bitch boy, Lai is going to have fun with you. You think you can just walk around and do what the fuck you want to? You lucky this nigga is calling the shots on this one, because the minute you stepped in that backyard your bitch ass would have been eating the dirt, as your last fucking meal. Zealand told Rob. Z, chill man, Truth needs to make sure his girl is good, Meek told him, and Zealand shrugged. Okay, I was just letting this nigga know he can't just walk around talking shit. What was that shit? You are gunning for my nigga. Wap. Gun for me now nigga, I just inserted my ass all up in your bullshit. True, go handle your business bruh, we got this pussy ass nigga if he acts up.
I'm gonna lie about
Zealand
Cardi
roared, punching the shit out of Rob and going back to take his seat. Rob moved as if he was reaching for his gun. MMM, that's not what you want to do right now, playboy. Don't you see you in a room with a bunch of unstable niggas, these the new age type killers. Maybe you an old head that's been out of the game for 8 years, type killer. You even move slow, trying to get yo gun out, just let that shit go, bruh. Gabe said to Rob. I walked out of the room to go find out what was going on with my baby. Miss Davis, everything seems to be fine with the baby. I need for you to go see your family doctor and let them evaluate your panic attacks. I will highly suggest that you avoid stress, at least until you deliver this baby, the doctor said. They advised Shanice that they were releasing her and that she needed to get plenty of rest. I'm going to stay with my mother at least until I figure out my next move. Shanice said to me. I will have your things sent over to you, I told her. I was not about to do this shit with her. If this is how she wanted to end it, this is how it would be done. I will never allow any woman to put me last and treat me the way she has done. I loved her ass, I handed my heart and soul to her. Just as she gave hers to me, and I did my best to handle that shit with all the love I could give her. I won't fight with her about coming back, I tried once to explain, and she said fuck me. The only thing that Shanice and I have to discuss is our child together. If it's not about my baby, she don't need to dial my number. Is that all you have to say? Shanice asked. That's all I'm going to say. Don't fucking call me unless it's about my baby. One want to know when your doctor's appointments are and when you go into labor. When my baby is born, you need to figure out a schedule because I will be spending just as much time with our child as you will be. I stated and walked the fuck out. I was no longer playing with her ass, and if her bitch ass daddy fucks with me, she will be one angry ass wearing her black dress to his closed casket funeral. I put that on my life. I'm killing that bitch nigga and I don't care who knows about it. Chapter 3 Gia hit has gone left for my best friend once again, just when I thought everything with all of us were back on track. More shit evolves and trouble is at the forefront of it all. Gabe and I were working to get our relationship back to the way it was. Now I'm looking at Shanice fuck up the best thing that will ever happen to her. Truth is a solid dude and treated her with so much love and respect. My heart goes out to him. I don't know what's up with Mr. Rob, but he looks like he up to no good. Mom, what you think about all of this shit with Mr. Rob? I asked her. Some shit ain't right. Gia, you know we have been around them since you were a little girl, and Rob has always been out for self. I just got off the phone with Des, and my friend is heartbroken. How are you going to rise the fuck up from the grave, and come walking in with your new bitch? I don't get that shit, and on top of that, the bitch is all friendly with Des. We hung out with her ass a few times. Not even knowing that she was Truth's and Carlos's mother. One can't believe this shit. Truth and Los were fucking brothers. You couldn't pay me to believe this shit. The only way I'm believing it now is because I'm watching the mess unfold. I tell you, this Shanice has fucked up with that fine ass man of hers, my mom said, shaking her head. She and Ms. Des is always talking about how fine Truth and Gabe were. They lucky they were our mothers. I think you're right about that, Mom, I replied and walked into the kitchen. T hate you. I hate you. We heard Melanie screaming and my mom and I both ran upstairs. Melanie. Baby. I called out, stopping dead in my tracks when I ran into her room. She had destroyed all of her father's pictures, and they were all over the floor. Oh, Lord, my mother yelled out. What's wrong? Gabe asked as he walked in, and I think we all had the same shock run through our bodies. Melanie, baby, what happened? I asked her. I called my dad, and he told me not to ever call him again. He said he wasn't my daddy anymore. I never want to see him again, Mommy. My baby cried, and I cried with her and for her. Why would he do that to her? I should have deleted his number out of her phone. But I know she would have had questions about it. I looked up at Gabe, and his eyes were bloodshot red. I knew he was ready to burst with anger, just as I was. My mother walked out to stand in the hall. I guess she didn't want Lonnie to see her cry. Guess what, baby? You have Mommy, Grandma, and your Gabe. We will never leave your side. I don't know why your dad is like that, but you, my beautiful girl, will be alright, I told her as she continued to cry. Come here, beautiful. I will never let anyone hurt you. I promise I will always be here for you no matter what. I can't take the place of your father, but you are my daughter and I will always treat you as such, Gabe said to her as he held her in his arms. I love you, my Gabe. I want you to be my daddy. I promise to be a good girl. Lonnie responded. You are the best little girl a father could have, and I love you more than anything in this world, Gabe said, and I swear I couldn't stop the tears. You promise? Lonnie asked Gabe. I promise, he replied, kissing her forehead. Lonnie, come on baby, let's go get some ice cream. Everything is going to be okay, my mom told her, and Melanie stood and went with her grandma. Yeah, he is a dead man, if he never wants to see her again. I can promise you, one will answer that call for him. I'm done with giving him a pass, I will carry that load, but he gon' die for fucking with my baby's heart, Gabe gritted. Gabe, do what you feel is right for this family. He hurt my baby, and I'm not for that shit at all. I told him, fed up with all of Tommy's bullshit. I went to my room to lay down because all of this shit was weighing down on my spirit. I decided to call and check on Sha before I took a nap. Hello, she answered. Hey sis, I was calling to check on you, how are you feeling? I asked her. Yeah, I feel like shit, I'm so messed up over all of this. I loved him, I feel so void without him. I can't believe he was responsible for my dad getting hurt.
Oh,
One don't know
Lord.
how to handle any of this. I wanted my child to grow up with both
She
of his
getting on
parents.
my nerves.
How can I even look at Truth the same? And he
Somebody
is still being
slap him.
disrespectful to my father, Sha cried.
Anything.
Shanice, your father is being disrespectful to him. You are a strong, independent woman, but you need to be looking at all of this shit with clear vision. You're an attorney and a damn good one. I suggest you turn your lawyer hat on and figure this shit out.
Okay?
Know that you are torn between what's right and what you think is wrong. I just pray you didn't make a mistake by choosing your father without hearing the love of your life out. You just opened the door for another woman to come in and get your soulmate. I learned my lesson. I will never go against my man, at least not before I have a real conversation with him, I told her. I need to have a conversation with my mom and dad. We will see how this all plays out, and if I messed things up with Truth, then I'm sorry. I'm reacting off of my love for my father, there is nothing I can do about it, Sha stated. What about that raw love? you claim to have for the man you are supposed to marry. Let that shit sink in, friend. I'm telling you this from experience. You saw what I went through with Gabe. I don't want that to happen to you. I spoke. We talked for a few more minutes, and I told her I would be by tomorrow to see her. You okay, babe? Gabe asked. Yeah, I was just talking to Shad. She is a mess and I feel bad for her and truth, I said to him. Babe, he not going back and if he does it is going to take a lot for him to do it. Shanice should have allowed Truth to explain himself. She didn't do that, she immediately took her father's side. I'm going to tell you that nigga is scum, he did Truth so fucked up. He had my nigga robbed and tried to kill him, in the drug game that's a no-no. Truth even went to him before all that shit and tried to partner up with him. He pretty much told him to watch his back. In a life or death situation and somebody is gunning for you, you will fight back. Retaliation was key when it came to Black Rob, and that stands today. If he comes for my bruh, he will get a bullet in his motherfucking head. The only reason he is walking right now is because of Shad. The way he talking to Truth though, he won't be on this earth too much longer. Truth has patience and will silently fuck you up. I, on the other hand, will loudly blow your fucking brains out. Gabe stated, and I could tell that all of this was going to get really ugly. Just hope that they can find a way to fix this shit. I know how it feels to be away from your soulmate. I will never make the same mistake again with you. I love you too much, I told him. He bent down and kissed my lips. I love you too, beautiful lady. I have to go meet Truth, we have some business to handle. I shouldn't be too late coming home, Gabe replied. Okay, I responded. Only time will tell if our friends can work out their differences. As for Tommy, he will never have to worry about my daughter trying to reach him. He better hope he can fight to stay alive. Chapter 4. Tammy is shit with me, and my girls had me on edge. I wanted to strangle Monique's ass, and when I see her, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. The only reason that bitch was trying to get next to me was to get the drop on my damn best friends. Shanice and Gia may say it's not my fault, but if something would have happened to them, I would have lost my damn mind, and that shit is not sitting right with me. My phone was ringing, and I saw that it was Gia calling. Hey sis, what's up? I asked when I answered the phone. Hey boo, I was just calling to check on you. Gia said. I'm just pissed off with that bitch Mo, other than that I'm good. How about you? I know y'all done been through a lot of shit, I spoke. Yeah, we are all going to get through this shit. I'm just worried about Shanice, her dad popping up from the damn dead has my ass on one, Gia stated. Girl, who the fuck are you telling? I hope she just stops and thinks about the shit that is happening around her. Man, when she slapped Truth, I felt that shit in my spirit. The look on his face said it all, and I don't know if he is going to be so forgiving, I replied. Well, we are just going to have to wait and see. What's up with you and Quader? Gia asked me. Nothing, his slow ass better stay on his side of town. I'm sick of his ass, I'm not fucking with no more street dudes. I'm getting me a nigga that works a regular 9 to 5. I laughed. Bill, your pussy ain't even set up that way. Gia said, and we both burst into laughter. You right, but it felt good saying that shit, let a bitch live. I responded. What are you getting into tonight? Gia asked. I was thinking about going to Landmark on City of the Wings, and drinks be on point, I told her. Yes, the hell they do, I need to hurry and drop this load so I can have a drink, Gia replied. Gee, let me call you back.
1 second, y'all.
I stated, clicking over to answer his call. What quad? I asked. Yo, why the fuck you answer the phone like that every time I call you? He asked. I could hear the irritation in his voice. I don't know what you're talking about. What is it that you want? I asked him, tired of talking to his ass already. You need to drop that damn attitude. I got some shit to handle with Truth and then I'm coming over. We need to talk and get some shit out in the open. Quader said, and I wasn't trying to hear that shit. He should have wanted to talk a long time ago instead of running around with every bitch that jumped in his face. I'm going out, so you gon' have to catch me another time, I told him. Tammy, I'm going to tell you this shit right now, stop fucking playing with me. If I find another nigga in your face, I'm killing him, you won't get any more warnings, he roared in the phone. Quader, fuck you,
Listen
we're
to
not
him.
together. I can see who the fuck I want to see, the same way you've been fucking your bitches. Is the same way I'm going to do me. I yelled. I have told you over and over again, that my brothers have been going through some shit and I have been covering for them with the work we have. Do you know how many times I have been trying to talk to you and tell you how I feel about you? Every time I tried, you go off telling me what bitch I have been fucking. I only want to fuck your ass. I'm trying here but you making that shit real fucking hard for a nigga. He spoke clearly irritated. I told you I'm going out, now leave me the fuck alone. I screamed. Just remember what I said, don't get an innocent man killed because you don't understand who you fucking with, he said and hung up. I'm not listening to shit he has to say. I don't know how many times I have told him to leave me the fuck alone. I mean Quater is one fine ass chocolate dude, everything about that nigga's body is on point. The muscles, the light brown eyes, even his damn thighs is muscled the fuck out. The man is just that damn fine. I see why he was hanging with Truth and Gabe, because all they asses were fine. My girls just lucked up and got the fine ass dudes that wanted to settle down. I'm just confused as to why Shat would even entertain the fact of letting Truth go. He was the ringleader of the fine ass nigga club. He damn fine, he got money, and he loved that heifer's dirty panties. Now she done just handed him over to the next bitch. I'm going to make it my business to go over and slap some sense into her ass tomorrow. I wanted to settle down and be with someone that I could call my own. I was a beautiful girl and my body was on point. I loved everything about me. I was just a little rough around the edges and very damn independent. I grew up in North Philadelphia, so I was about that life if I needed to be. One also knew how to be the respectful, intelligent woman that my mother raised me to be. I would be a good wife for any man, and I was ready for that shit. I wasn't getting no younger. I'm 29, and my damn baby clock was ticking. I'm a barmaid, but I was wicked with makeup. I signed up for some classes, to become a makeup artist. I taught myself for the most part. And I needed to become certified. I make some good money on the side from it, and I wanted to one day open up me a shop. It took me about an hour to get dressed, and I headed out to get my drink on. I finally made it to Landmark, and my girl Shay was in here with some of her friends, so I just joined the party. What's up Tam, how you been doing? This guy named Manny asked. Manny, and I used to fuck around until he got this chick pregnant and I stopped fucking with him. I'm good, I haven't seen you in a minute. You still be hanging down north? I asked him. Yeah, I swing through the block sometimes. I heard that you moved, and got you a spot in the burbs, Manny said. He was still looking good, and I swear he was just a sucker for a fine-ass street dude. Yep, but I'm always down there seeing my mom, and dad, I told him. So, when you gone let me take you out. You are looking good as hell in them damn jeans.
Oh Lord.
I see you still got it with your fine ass, Manny spoke. I don't do dudes that is married, or has a woman, I stated, and I meant that shit. I want a man of my own. I don't feel the need to mess up another woman's home by fucking with her man. It's just your luck that I don't have a wife, or a woman. I'm single as a dollar bill, and I need to see what's up with you. I miss you girl, we used to have some good times together, Manny smiled, and I had to smile back because he was right. We had some mad fun together, and it wasn't just about sex with Us we genuinely rocked out with each other. For the rest of the night we talked about old times, and just had a good time. Chapter 5 Gabe was on my way to meet with Truth, and the crew. I hope he can find a way to keep it together while he goes through this shit. My thoughts kept going back to Melanie, and I got angrier by the minute. I can't even describe the pain I felt watching Melanie cry over her fucked up ass dad. One do know this his time is coming, and I'm going to deal with that nigga for good this time. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say, he gon' see me in a way he has never seen me before. I pulled up to the warehouse, and it was a few cars parked outside. Zelan and Meek got their wives out of here and back to New York. They did say that they would be coming back soon. When one walked in the warehouse the party had already started and Truth was on one. Truth, I'm sorry man, we thought he was dead and just dumped the body. Cam yelled as blood was leaking from his face. Fuck what you thought. That nigga tried to kill me, and if the gunshots that I gave him didn't work, you were supposed to ensure that he went into the fire chamber, that would have killed his ass for sure. Now, I'm dealing with bigger issues because of your careless ass bullshit. The woman that I loved with everything in my fucking body has left me, and my child now has to grow up with their parents raising them separately. Truth yelled, sending 2 shots right into Cam's head, and turned and did the same to Rodney. Bruh, you need to talk, let's go have a drink. I asked him. Nah, I'm good, we can meet up tomorrow. It's been a long day and I need to get home and relax my mind. Blaze, make sure you get this mess cleaned up. Truth stated, and he walked out. Q, you up for having a drink because I damn sure need one. I asked him. Yeah, man, I need one too. Tammy ass is tripping and I'm getting tired of chasing her ass. She thinks I'm still out here chasing ass, and I have told her over and over again I have been handling shit until y'all get back straight. Quad said, I could tell that he was frustrated. Hell, he was telling the truth, my bro has been holding shit down for us and I appreciate his ass for that. I'm going to have a little talk with Tammy and let her know to lean up off his damn neck. We drove separate cars to this spot called Landmark, they wings were off the chain and my girl loved them. I guess I will be a good man and bring some home for her greedy pregnant ass. Damn, it's packed in here, Quad said as he ordered our drinks. Yet it is, you know I don't like it when it's this crowded. Let's have a couple of drinks and get out of here. I yelled over the music. I placed a to-go order and so did Quad. While we waited for our food, we tossed back a few drinks. I told Q all about the shit that happened with Melanie and her fucked up daddy. About 30 minutes later, the barmaid came with our food. I paid the bill so we could leave. On our way out I spotted Tammy up ahead of us and some dude was with her. Yo, did you see that shit? Quad asked me, and I just nodded. I don't know why Tammy continues to test this nigga's gangsta. Because Quader was a true street dude, and he was crazy as fuck. He played no games, and that was one of the reasons we trusted that nigga with our life. Yo, hold my food, I need to handle this shit real quick, Quad said, as he moved ahead of me. Q, remember we're in a public place man, I told him. I'm good, I just want to talk, he replied, moving fast as hell trying to catch up with Tammy and her guest. When we walked up on them, Tammy and dude was so into each other they didn't see us standing there listening to them talk. Tam, it was good seeing you, I want to take you out if you down with that, the dude said to her, pulling her into him and kissing her lips. I saw Quad pull out his gun and I knew shit was about to get real. You don't like to fucking listen. I told you the next time I see you with a nigga I was killing his ass, and what you do got a nigga all in your face. Quad yelled out. Quader, you don't run shit over here, we are not together. Tammy yelled, clearly fucking pissed. Bruh, I know you and I know how you get down, but you not gon' threaten my life. I have known Tam for some years, this used to be my girl and if she said she's single that means she's single, the dude said to Quad, and a bullet quickly went off into that nigga's arm. Don't ever address me nigga, if you think you gon' come for me for some type of get back. I will murder your ass, don't ever fuck with a nigga like me, ain't nothing about me stable. Damn sure ain't, Tam, why you always testing this nigga? You know all his shit ain't there. You out here making shit hot for you and any dude you fuck with. Bring your ass on. I don't want to have to call Gia and tell her you in the hospital because your pussy got shot up for fucking with Quad. Don't you want a nice looking pussy for your future babies to come out of? Ain't no doctor going to want to deliver a baby with a shot up pussy, I told her, laughing my ass off. Gabe, shut the fuck up. You always trying to get somebody pussy shot up. Quader, what the fuck are you doing? You shot him for no damn reason. We are not together, and I'm sick of saying that shit. Manny, are you alright? I'm so fucking sorry. Tammy stated, bending down to help him. If you touch that nigga, I'm going to finish him right here in this fucking parking lot. Now let's fucking go. Get in your car, and I'm following you, Quad said to her. Fuck you. Tammy yelled and stormed off. She was mad as hell, but I bet you she didn't touch that nigga and went straight to her damn car. Forget you ever knew her, my nigga, that is the safest way for you to stay alive. Quad bent down and gritted in the dude Manny's ear. Q got up and walked off and I turned to get in my car. I saw Q walking up to my car and I rolled down the window. What's up? I asked him looking around, because the nigga did just shoot some damn body. Give me my fucking chicken, you not eating my shit, he said, and I was looking at this crazy ass nigga like he had 3 fucking heads. Really nigga, you just shot a nigga and you worried about chicken? I asked him, as I handed him his bag of food. Hell yeah. I will get at you tomorrow bruh, he responded and walked off. I had some shit to handle but I decided to put it off for a few days. I was going home to my family, everything else could wait. Chapter 6 Shanice T has been 3 weeks and my mom and I still haven't spoken to my dad. I haven't heard anything from Truth. Gia and Tammy have been coming over to check on me and fill me in on all that has been happening in their world. Tammy isn't speaking to Quater because of what he did to her friend. I hope my girl can find someone that can make her happy. I have been in the house for the last few weeks. I think I can count on one hand how many times I have been out. My spirits are just real low right now. Even though I'm going through all of this mess, I miss Truth. I just don't know if I could ever forgive him for what he has done to my father. My mom came into my bedroom and sat on the bed. How are you feeling this morning? She asked. I feel okay, just feeling bad about all that has happened. I still can't believe all of the stuff that has happened in the past few weeks. We haven't really talked about Dad. I know you are upset, Mom, I stated, and her face turned into a frown. Shanice, I'm glad your father is alive. I came to tell you that he is here to talk to us. We both need to find out what he has to say, my mom said, and I got up and walked out of the bedroom behind her. Hi Daddy, I spoke, and he stood to give me a hug. Hey baby, are you feeling alright? I'm sorry I came here and did that shit to you and your mother, but when I heard that nigga Truth was there, I kind of lost focus on what was important, my dad said. Tell me Robert, what was important? You found out that Truth was here because of that bitch Jaleesa. You had her befriend me so that you could keep tabs on us, my mom angrily spat. I knew she was getting pissed because she started bouncing her leg up and down. Mom. Calm down please, I told her. Shanice, I'm fine, I just need your damn daddy to talk faster, my mom replied. Yes, I needed to know certain things about you Des. I needed to know if another nigga was laying up in my house. I needed to know how you and my daughter were doing, my dad said, and even I had to look at him crazy. Bitch, you sound stupid, if your punk ass needed to know all of that shit. You could have done what real genuine people do, and that's knock on the door like a real man would have done, my mom yelled. Dad, why did it take you so long to show your face? I asked him. Baby. I was really bad off, I truly was on my deathbed. I was in a hospital in New York months, and then Carlos and his mother took me into their home. I knew if Truth and his crew found me, they would have finished the job. I had to wait and build a team that I knew would be solid enough to handle Truth's crew.
Full of it.
I had Carlos watching you Shanice, I just didn't know that he had done all the shit he did to you. That wasn't a part of the plan, he was supposed to become your friend just so that I would know that you were alright. My dad said. Dad, he destroyed my life. He hurt me in so many ways. You didn't help me, you hurt me by sending someone like him to look after me. I told him,
Because he didn't send
this
him to
is all
look after
bullshit.
you.
Why now, Rob? Why is this the right time to come back? My mom asked. It was just time. My team is together and I'm going to pay that truth nigga back for destroying my life. My dad yelled. The hell you will. If you touch one hair on that man's head, I promise you I'm killing your ass. My mom jumped up screaming. Dad, you have to let your beef with truth go. That is my child's father. I'm pissed at him. But I will never allow you to hurt him. That can't happen, I told him. I hear you, baby girl, but I don't know if I can make that promise. Des, I see you a tough little cookie, but don't get yourself involved in this grown man shit, my dad said to my mother, and that set her all the way off. Nigga, you think you pumped fear in my heart? Fuck you. That boy has done everything for your daughter, and he is a nice man. I know you did some shit to make him shoot your ass. Tell your bitch to watch her back, she gon' get a beat down every time I see her ass. Another thing, fucking with my daughter will definitely get you a damn bullet. I'm not buying your shit. It's just too many holes in that bullshit story you came in here with.
Mhm.
My mom spoke, and I didn't know why she was giving him such a hard time. She was right though, some of his story wasn't adding up. But we should
Well,
give him the benefit of the doubt and hear him out. I'm trying to talk to you both, but Des, you got too much aggression going on right now. Maybe we can talk this out another time. Just know that I'm back, and I want to have a relationship with you and my daughter. There ain't shit going on with me and Jaleesa. I was just using her to help me get through this shit. I already got my own place, and all I'm checking for is my family right now, my dad told my mom, and she wasn't trying to hear any of it. Rob, you about 6 years too late. I spent 2 years grieving over your ass, and I spent
mhm.
the other 6 loving my man, a real motherfucking man. What, you thought my life was going to stop? You thought shit was going to pick back up where we left off, just because you showed up? Nigga, get out of my house. My mom yelled. She was right. Mr. Jason was a good man to my mom, and they have been together for a long time. I think my mom has issues about getting married and living with someone. Because her and Mr. Jason don't live together, but they love each other, and he has always been good to me. Dad, maybe this isn't the best time to talk. I think we all need to calm down and talk this through another time. To be honest with you, I don't like the fact that you sent Carlos my way, and I don't like the fact that the Jaleesa woman was trying to be friends with my mom. I believe her motive was greater than that. It's just funny how all of this came full circle. With her being Truth's mother, and Carlos being his brother. We will call you when mom is in a better space. I'm pregnant and all of the stress isn't good for the baby, I told him, and he agreed with me and walked out. 3 weeks later, it's so damn crazy how life is going. Truth sends me one text message per day to ask if everything is good regarding my pregnancy. Once I give him the answer, he has nothing else to say. I can't even put into words how much I have cried over all of this shit. I was so torn, but still pissed about Truth's involvement. My mom walked in the
Girl, go
room and
sit
sat on the
down.
bed. Hey baby, I'm going to make dinner for you, and you can warm it up when you want to eat. I have a date with Jason tonight, she stated. Mom, have you decided when we would talk to Dad again? He has been calling and checking on us every day. Shanice, the shock of your father not being dead, wore off on me. To be honest with you, some shit with your father is not right. If one find out that he is on some bullshit, I'm going to tell you this right now. I will be the one that will put a bullet in his damn head. I know how much you love your father, there was a bond that you two had that not even I could break. But baby, I need you to use that brain of yours that I know you got, my mom stated. Mom, I thought you loved him. I asked her. I did love him. He walks up in my house with his gunman, and his bitch like he was going to get a welcome home party. I still can't believe that bitch Jaleesa was setting me up this entire time. Have you even looked at that entire scenario, Shad? She is Truth's mother and fucking your daddy. You don't think Robert knew she was Truth's mother? You don't think he did his research and knew that you were with Truth? He knew everything about all of us.
Yeah.
That is why his ass walked up in here like we owed his ass something. Now
Mhm.
your man is on the other side of town, trying to figure out how to protect himself. Truth is too nice of a guy to just go gunning for Robert. Your daddy was a dirty nigga, and I can almost guarantee you he did some fucked up shit to that boy. The
Mhm.
amount of time that I have known Truth, I learned a few things. That man is a thinker, he doesn't just jump off the handle. You need to get your ass out of that bed and go hear him out, my mom yelled. Mom, I don't want to see him right now, I cried. Oh, so when you find out what's really good with your no good ass daddy, will that be the time to see him? Get your dumb ass up and go talk to the man that you claim to have loved. That man did everything to show you how much he cared for you, he saved your damn life. Killed the man that tried to harm you. You let Carlos do all types of shit to you, but you can't give this man a chance to just tell you what really happened. Shanice, for you to be a lawyer you are being really dumb as hell right now. I'm your mother and I love you, but I will not sit here and allow you to act like I didn't raise your ass right. You have a baby on the way, and my grandchild deserves to come into this world with its parents both being a part of his or her life. Now again, get your ass out of that bed and go see Truth, my mom yelled and walked out of the room. I was so emotional because I really do love my father, and 11 love Truth. It's just that I can't believe he was behind my father's shooting. My mother is right, I really need to find out what the deal is with my dad. I picked up my phone and called Danny. Shashat, what's up? He answered on the first ring. Danny, I need for you to do some digging into my father's past. His name is Robert Davis, and the streets called him Black Rob, I told him. I got you doll, I heard about what happened and I'm sorry I wasn't there. One called and spoke to Gil when I couldn't reach you or Truth. Are you feeling okay? He asked. Yes, I'm going to be alright, thanks for asking. Just let me know what you find as soon as you can. Thanks Danny, I replied, and we ended the call. I went to get myself together, I put my big girl panties on and decided to go talk to Truth. When I pulled up to the gate, I put my code in and the gate opened up. There was a car parked right beside Truth's Bentley that I have never seen before. I put my key in the lock, and it didn't work. Did he change the locks on me? I began ringing the bell over and over again. I heard the locks turning, and Truth was standing there looking like fresh squeezed orange juice. Anger was written all over his face, and I guess I deserved that because I was still angry with him. I just wanted to give him a chance to give me his side of the story. Why are you on my property? He angrily spat. I came here to give you a chance to tell your side, and as I recall this is our property. I spoke, becoming pissed at how he was treating me. You came here to give me a chance to tell you my side? Are you fucking serious right now? You should have done that shit the minute I asked to explain it. But instead you slapped me, which by the way don't ever in your life put your hands on me again. Secondly, you immediately took a fuck nigga's side, a nigga that you haven't seen in 8 fucking years. Don't come to my house for shit, unless it's about our child. Don't call me for shit, unless it's about you going into labor, or it's about our child. You chose a side, and you chose the side of my enemy. I don't trust you, and it's time for you to get the fuck away from me, he roared, and my heart was beating so fast as
That's some
tears began
hurtful
to
shit
fall.
right there.
Truth, are you okay? I could hear you screaming all the way upstairs, a beautiful girl said, as she came and stood next to him in her little ass gown. On top of all of that, the bitch was eating a big ass ice cream cone. I know damn well she wasn't in my damn Baskin and Robbins. I'm good, go back upstairs I will be there in a minute, he replied to her and kissed her on the cheek. Are you fucking for real? You seriously got another woman in some shit that we shared? You got this bitch, eating my damn ice cream. It hasn't even been a full month and you with another bitch already. I screamed. You told me it was over, right? You said you didn't ever want to see me again, right? Let's not forget you picked a side and it wasn't my side, right? He asked. Yes, but who does that shit? I yelled. I do, when a person shows me who they really are. I believe them the first time they show their hand. In case you need to hear this shit again, I'm Truth Baylor and I'm the realest nigga you are going to ever meet in your life. I don't play games, and I don't give anyone the opportunity to continue to fuck with me or my heart. When the baby gets here, we will work out the best way to co-parent and that's all I got for you. Off of the strength of our kid, I will always care about you but that other shit you fucked that up. He gritted and slammed the door in my face. I wanted to just cry so bad, but I remembered what he told me when I confronted Carlos. Not to show any emotion and let him know that he hurt me, for some reason I felt him still watching me. I turned and walked to my car, and that is where I lost it. Hearing him speak to me and knowing that he had someone else inside tore me up. I know I hurt him, I was just in my feelings about all of this shit. My baby was kicking like no other, and that is when the pain hit me. I let out a loud scream and practiced the breathing techniques that I learned in class. When I attempted to open the car door, the pain hit me again. I felt a rush of fluid, and I knew that it was time to have my baby. I still had a few weeks to go, but I guess it was time. I waited for the pain to calm down, and I tried to get out of the car. The pain halted me again. I began blowing my horn as much as I could. The pain was too much, and my screams were loud. I saw Truth open the door, and he now had on a shirt as he approached the car. "Shanice, what is your fucking problem, yo?" he yelled, and that's when he noticed the look on my face. "Erg, Truth, get me to the hospital. I need to go now, it's time." I screamed as the pain hit me again. "Fuck. Calm down, I'm going to get you there. Just count and breathe just like you learned in your classes," he spoke, lifting me out of the car and moving to the passenger side of my car. "Truth, you have to hurry, I don't know if we will make it." "Aw shit," I cried. "Shad, just breathe baby," he spoke, as he grabbed my hand. I prayed that he got me to the hospital soon. The way this pain was hitting me, I might be having this baby in the car. "Oh my god, the pain, Truth," I screamed. "I know, I'm sorry you're in pain baby," he said, as he pulled into the emergency department. Truth came around and lifted me out of the car, carrying me into the hospital. "Excuse me, we need help, she is in labor," he yelled, and the nurse grabbed a wheelchair for me. "Sir, you can go move your car, we are going to labor and delivery on the 5th floor." "What's your name, sweetheart?" the nurse asked. "Shanice," I managed to say before another contraction hit me. "We are going to take care of you, let's get you upstairs," the nurse said as we rushed to labor and delivery. Once we got upstairs, they immediately got me in a room and helped me to get undressed. The contractions were coming so rapidly, and I was in so much pain. "Hello, Ms. Davis, I'm Dr. Logan. We called Dr. Nisati and she will be here shortly. I need to check you to see how far you have dilated. Your contractions are showing that you are about 6 minutes apart," Dr. Logan stated. Just as the doctor was about to check me, Truth walked in the room. He immediately came to my side and grabbed my hand. "You okay?" he asked, and I nodded my head as the pain hit me again. "Oh my god. Truth, I can't do this, I need something for pain, it hurts so bad," I cried, and he rubbed my head, and kissing my forehead. "Okay, we will get you something just as soon as they check you, Shad," he replied. He looked so worried but so distant. "Shanice, I'm sorry we can't give you anything for pain, you are fully dilated and it's time to push. You are going to have to breathe and do as I ask you to do. If we work together, this should be quick," the doctor said as he talked to the nurses. Shit. I can't, you have to do something," I screamed. "Shanice, on the next contraction I'm going to need you to push as hard as you can," the doctor said. "Okay," I responded and nodded my head at the same time. My mother came rushing in the room with Gia, right behind her. "Shanice, you got this baby, it will all be over soon," my mom stated as she held my other hand. "Hey sis, this is what you prayed for," Gia told me. I felt another contraction coming on and the doctor began yelling to push. "Come on Shanice, push dear, push as hard as you can," the doctor urged. "Come on Shad, you can do this, push our baby out," Truth said as he leaned his forehead to mine. "I see the head, that's good Shanice, I need you to rest until that next contraction comes." I'm going to need for you to give me all you got. Here it comes. Push Shanice, the doctor spoke. Oh my god. I screamed. That's it, Shanice. Here it comes again. Push, the doctor said, and my doctor ran in the room, cleaned her hands up and prepared to deliver my baby. Hey pretty girl, the baby is almost out on this next contraction. You are going to give me a big push and the baby will be out, Dr. Nisati stated. Okay, I replied. Looked over at Truth and he looked so stressed. I grabbed his hand and he smiled at me. Nothing else mattered in this moment. We were getting ready to meet the one person that came before anything, and anyone in just a few minutes. My heart was pounding. I was ready to see my baby. Okay, Shanice, here we go. Give me that big push, the doctor said, and I did. I pushed my baby out. Oh my god. Oh my god, I cried, as I heard the baby cry. Congratulations, Mom and Dad, you have a beautiful little baby girl, Dr. Nisati happily stated, as they placed our baby girl on my chest. Thank you, for giving me the best gift I could ever hope for, Truth said, as he kissed my lips and then kissed his daughter's forehead. Oh bite, she is so beautiful, my mom cried. Congrats, you too, she is such a beautiful baby, Gia said with tears in her eyes. Thank you, we appreciate that sis, Truth told her. Dad, are you ready to cut the cord? Dr. Nisati asked Truth. Yes, I'm ready, he responded. The doctor advised him where to cut and they took her to be weighed. They continued to work on me, and I had to push the afterbirth out. I also needed a few stitches. The nurse did give me something for pain, and I was feeling a little better. She is so perfect, I can't believe we have our baby girl, I told Truth, and he just stared at her with a face full of tears. I could tell that she was now the head of his life, and the love he had for her was evident. I don't know where things will end up concerning Truth and me. But I do know that we have to figure something out for the sake of our daughter. We heard the door open, and my dad walked in, and I knew that the shit was going to hit the fan. Chapter 7 Truth, E.T. the fuck out. I yelled at this nigga Black Rob. I don't know how he found out about Shanice going into labor, and I don't care. I do know he is not welcomed in this room near my daughter. I yelled. Sir, if the parents want you to leave, you will have to leave. Ms. Davis needs her rest right now, the doctor stepped in and spoke. Dr. Nisati, can you all give us a minute? I asked. She nodded as they walked out of the room. They took the baby to get her cleaned up, and I was thankful. We will give you all a few minutes, we need to get her cleaned up, the doctor agreed. My daughter just had my grandbaby nigga, and you don't run shit over here, Rob spoke, and I moved so quick to that nigga with my gun out. Mom Des jumped in between us. Truth. Shanice yelled. Robert, this is not the time nor the place for this shit. Shanice just gave birth, and this is Truth's daughter. They need peace right now, you need to leave and come back another time, Ms. Des told him, and he needed to listen to her. I'm not going nowhere until I see my daughter and grandchild. This crazy nigga said, I swear he was trying my patience. I can tell you right now, I'm going to kill this nigga. It may not be today, but I felt that shit. His time was coming. The only thing you gon' see nigga, is these bullets enter your fucking body, and this time I'm going to make sure you die, bitch. I gritted out. Daddy, I need for you to leave. We need to spend some time with our daughter, and you are not helping. I will call you and let you know when you can come visit us. Please, for me, can you just leave and come back another time? Shad, he can come back to see you, but he will never get near my daughter. One told her, and I meant that shit. He got beef with me, and that means I can't trust that nigga around my child. Truth, that's not fair, he is her grandfather, Shah stated, looking over at me. I don't give a fuck. He is out for blood when it comes to me, and I will never hand my daughter over to my enemy. You heard what I said, and to make sure he never gets near her. When you leave this hospital, you will be staying with me. I yelled, and she was getting ready to put up a fight until she saw the look on my fucking face. Rob looked at me with hate in his eyes and turned and walked out. A couple of minutes later, the nurse came back in to get Shanice situated. Hey, One saw the baby when they were taking her to the nursery. She is beautiful, congrats to you both, Gabe said, giving me a brotherly hug, and Shanice a kiss on the cheek. Thank you, bro. I need you to get more guards over to my house in the next few days. Shanice and the baby are going to be staying there, and I don't trust that nigga. I'm putting this out in the air for everyone to hear this. It's one thing to come for me, and if he does, he will die. But if that nigga even for 1 minute have a thought of fucking with my daughter, I'm going to cut his body parts off one by one. They will never be able to identify him. Don't fuck with me, Shanice, and this co-parenting thing will work out just fine. I spoke, and I prayed they understood what the fuck I had to say. True, come out in the hall for a minute, Gabe stated. I got up and walked out, because I needed to be out of that room for a minute. Bro, I need for you to go easy on her. She just gave birth to your daughter, and I can tell that she is very emotional right now. I need for you both to enjoy this moment, Gabe told me. I'm cool, and I get it, but they needed to hear that shit. I replied. I know, bro, believe me, I know, he responded, as Gia walked out of the room. Truth, go be with her, she is a mess right now. She really needs you to be there for her, Gia said, and I walked back in the room. When I walked in, Shanice was wrapped in her mother's arms. I'm sorry, Shad, I know this is supposed to be a happy moment for you. I apologize for upsetting you, I told her. Truth, this is supposed to be a happy moment for both of you, Ma Des spoke. Let's just enjoy our daughter, and give her a name, Sha stated, and wiped her face. What would you like to name her? I know we had some names picked out for both a girl and a boy. I'm cool with whatever you decide, I replied with a smile. I would like to name her Ava Chani Baylor, Shanice smiled, and I was pleased with the name. I love the name and I love Ava with everything in me, I told her as I took a seat next to the bed. That is a beautiful name, for my beautiful granddaughter. I need to say this to you both, whatever it takes to fix this between you two. I need you to fix it for that little girl, she needs her parents happy, in love, and together, MS. Des stated, I just couldn't agree to that. I know Sha was pissed about seeing Ariana at my house. Ariana is a good friend of mine from Atlanta. We haven't seen each other in a couple of years. She came to Philly on business and hit me up. I told her she could stay with me while she was in town. There is nothing going on with Ariana and me. When she came to the door, it was like perfect timing. I kissed her on the cheek to piss Shad off, but when Shanice saw that damn ice cream cone, I could have saved my kiss. Ariana cursed my ass out after I closed the door and told me how wrong I was. At the time I didn't give a damn how Shanice felt, because she damn sure didn't give a damn how I felt. I didn't feel bad until I found out she was in labor. One think all of the stress pushed her to this point. Something could have seriously gone wrong by her being so stressed out. I'm not forgiving her, and one still feel the same way about the situation.
Okay.
But my daughter was now here, and I needed to think about her in all of this. Mom, I think that's something we need to talk about later, Sha told her mom. The nurse came in the room with the baby, and I couldn't wait to hold her. I think her mom needed to hold her more than I did. Shanice was tired, I knew she would be asleep soon. One would get all the time I needed with Ava then. Gabe, Gia, Ms. Julia, Tammy, and Ms. Des stayed and visited for a while and then they left to go home. I was now relaxing on the couch, bed they had in her room. Gabe just sent me a text message saying that he was bringing us some food back before they went home. I didn't even think about eating until now. Ariana texted me saying that she left the house and was staying in a hotel for the night. She said she was heading back to Atlanta in the morning and would call me. The doctor told us, if everything goes well, Sha and Ava would be able to go home tomorrow. They damn sure don't keep them in the hospital long after having a baby. Ms. Des calmed me down when she told me that was a normal thing that the hospitals did. Shad, do you need anything? Are you alright? I asked her. I'm okay, is she sleeping? She questioned about Ava. I looked down at my baby girl and she was knocked out laying on my chest. Yeah, she is sleeping, I'm going to lay her down. Gabe is bringing us some food back, are you hungry? I asked her. Yes, A little bit, she replied. We got comfortable and talked about our daughter. Gabe did bring our food back, so we decided to eat this late dinner. He was excited to be a father. My child will always be the most important thing in my life. I instantly fell in love with that little girl. She looked just like her mother, and I was pleased because Shanice was a beautiful woman. I was indeed hurt by her actions, and planned to move on with my life. I'm also so grateful to her for giving me such an amazing gift. Chapter 8. A few days had passed, and I started receiving text messages from Tommy threatening me. He said he hated everything about me, and he wished that the bullets that hit me would have killed me. He even said that he was going to kill me and Melanie. I immediately called Gabe and told him to come home. I was stressed the fuck out and angry. This motherfucker has crossed the line. He said he was going to kill my child. I couldn't hold back the tears. I don't know what the fuck happened to Tommy. All of this shit because he no longer has me to himself. Yeah, what's wrong, baby? Gabe asked when he walked in the bedroom. I opened my text messages and handed my phone over to him. I watched as he read the messages and the anger appeared on his face. Gabe, I don't care about me, but he threatened my children. Melanie has never done anything but love her father. She is going to be 9 years old soon. What on earth could a 9-year-old do for her father to hate her? She didn't do anything. I have to make a run. I need for you to calm down and relax until I get back, Gabe said, kissing me on the lips and walking out. One had a feeling he was going to see Tommy and I was okay with whatever happened. I was sick and tired of going through bullshit. My daughter deserves to have a happy childhood, and she was going to have it. I called Shanice to see if she was doing alright. Hello, Shad answered. Hey Shad, how are you and the princess feeling? I asked her. We are doing good. It's a little rough over here but I'm good, Shad stated. What do you mean rough? What's going on? I tried to talk to Truth the other night and apologize for not at least hearing him out about my dad. He told me that he didn't want to ever talk about my dad, or the apology that I was trying to make. I told him if he was going to start treating me like shit, then I wanted to go to my mother's house. He only wants to have conversations about Ava. This shit is killing me, Gia. I don't want to be here like this with him. He said I could leave, but Ava isn't going anywhere as long as my dad is around, Shaq cried, and I felt bad for my sis. I knew this shit with Truth wasn't going to be an easy thing for her. I'm sorry, Shad, it always seemed like we can't get a break. I'm going through some shit as well, but I will discuss it with you later, I told her. Are you and Gabe okay? She asked. Yes, we are more than okay. Did you ever ask Truth about the woman that you said was at his house the day you went into labor? I questioned. No, I haven't asked him about it. I don't think he would even talk to me about it anyway, Shah stated. Have you decided what you want to do about your relationship with him? I asked her. The relationship is over. I mean, I love him, but it's so much damage that we both have caused. I regret treating him the way I did. I feel so sad when he looks at me. I don't see the same light in his eyes that he once had for me. My feelings have been all over the place since I've been here with him and watching him with Ava. I have time to really think, and I have so many questions for my dad. I haven't told anyone this, but I asked Danny to get information on my father. I need to know what he was up to before he so-called died, and in the past 8 years, Shanice spoke. Damn sis, that is some deep shit. I hope that you and Truth can work out all of this and find a way back to the love you both have for each other, I told her. I don't know if that is even possible, Shanice stated. We talked for a few more minutes and then ended the call. I decided to go take a shower and relax my mind. I wanted to call and check on Gabe, but I decided against it. Chapter 9. Tammy, you adore, and I have been at each other's fucking throat. I'm so pissed at him for what he did to Manny. I have been trying to check on Manny, but he won't answer my calls. I guess he is beyond pissed and wants nothing to do with me. Since that night I have been avoiding Quader. When he came to my house, one left his ass right outside. I'm sick of his crazy delusional ass. I told him to go fuck with his other bitches and leave me the fuck alone. He has been calling my phone for the last 5 minutes, and I straight sent his ass to voicemail. I then received a text message from his crazy ass. Bitch boy, you got 2 minutes to open the damn door, or I'm going to kick that bitch in. Me, go fuck yourself. Bitch boy, don't say I didn't ask nicely. This nigga is real life crazy. I put my phone down and went into my dresser and grabbed a tank top to put on. Just as I got in bed, I heard this loud ass noise. I jumped up and went to my closet and grabbed my gun. Boom. I heard the noise again. When I made it to my living room, this crazy nigga had kicked my damn door open. What the fuck is wrong with you? I can't believe you just fucked my door up. I should shoot your fucking ass. I screamed on his ass. Shoot me, I don't really give a fuck. But you gon' stop fucking playing with me. 4 months you have been testing my gangsta, yet you still fucking with me. That shit gon' stop. We are putting all the shit on the table in this bitch tonight, he yelled. Yo Q, you in here man, some dude yelled. Yeah, Sean, go ahead and handle that for me, Quader said, to this Sean guy. He had already called him to come and fix my door. I was so fucking pissed with his ass. I'm tired of this back and forth shit with you. I don't want anything to do with you. You think you can do what you want and then come to me when you're ready. That shit don't work over here with me. I'm not that type of chick that's going to let you walk all over her. You need to keep the lineup you got for that shit, because I will be in jail fucking with you, I screamed. You think I'm doing all of this shit, to just run around with other bitches? I'm doing this shit because I want your ass. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that I'm not out fucking with nobody else. But your hard-headed ass keep trying me. Tammy, you need to do shit that's safe for you. Fucking with other dudes to get back at me is not safe for you or them. Quader roared. Yo, Q, I'm finished, I will check you later, Sean said, and left. Quader walked out of the kitchen and I followed him. Fuck you Quader, you don't tell me who I can fuck with. For the 100th time, I'm not your girl. I yelled, and that nigga was in my face so damn quick. You not my girl? So, you are saying that you don't want to be with me, Tammy? He angrily asked me. No, I don't want to be with you. I don't have time for the bullshit that comes with you. I know that you are fucking other women, and then feeding me bullshit. I told him and went to open my door for his ass to leave. This nigga shut the door and locked it. Quader walked over to me and picked me up so quick I didn't have time to react. Fuck that. I'm a fighter, and if I want something I don't give up until that shit is mine. You are mine. I want your ass in the worst way, and I will have you. I love you T, all I want is for us to be on the same page. Why can't you believe that? He asked as he began to rain kisses all over my body. My fucking pussy wasn't shit, that heifer was betraying me big time. You can't. Shit. I moaned as he slipped his hand inside my panties and massaged my pussy. You can, and you will take all of this dick, he growled and sat on my sectional with me in his arms. He pulled my panties and shirt off and laid back on the couch and positioned me right onto his face. When he latched onto my pearl, I damn near jumped off of his ass. It's been a minute since I have been touched by him. Every time he touches me, I think I lose a piece of me, and he takes that shit with a vengeance. The next time me and my pussy have a one-on-one session, I'm fucking her ass up. Quad. Oh shit. I don't think I moaned out. This nigga was eating my pussy like I was indeed his last meal. The way his tongue moved in and out of me, had me going crazy. I need you to shut up and enjoy the moment. All I want to do is to make you feel something that no other man has ever made you feel. Can you let me do that, baby? Can you just relax and let me love you even if it's just for tonight? He asked. I could only nod and moan, the shit was just that good. When he latched onto my pearl and applied pressure, I couldn't even form a word to let him know I was coming. I just let my juices flow, and my god, that shit sent me into a frenzy. Oh shit, SSS, it feels so good. One screamed, as he began to suck harder with his long ass tongue, licking and sucking up all of my juices. When I stopped fucking shaking, he pulled me off of his tongue and right onto his dick. I didn't even see the nigga take off his damn pants. I helped him pull his shirt off and began riding his dick, like I was on a fucking mission. Damn, ride this dick, girl. It's going to be me and you, right? He growled as he pounded deep into my pussy. He was giving my ass death strokes, and whatever battle I was fighting with him, I was quickly losing. One don't know, oh fuck, this shit is so good. I screamed as he lifted me to the tip of his dick and slammed me down on it. I cried out from the feeling. He was hitting my G-spot and I was coming again. This is my fucking shit. If you give it to another nigga, I'm going to make you pay, and I'm killing that nigga on sight, he roared as he pumped in and out of me, as if something had taken over his body. Quad. Oh shit, Quader. I screamed, holding him around his neck as he lifted me and him from the couch. He had my ass bent over the couch, giving me fatal strokes that had us both coming. Damn, that pussy is going to have me killing niggas for no reason, Quader said as he pulled me up and into his arms. Quad, you have to stop overreacting, none of that is necessary, I told him. It is when you decide you want to act up. Babe, I'm ready for this, I need you with me, because without you I'm losing my damn mind. When I told you I was working, that is what I was doing, Tam. I had to pick up the slack because Gabe was going through some shit with Gia. I need you to understand that when one of us need to take a step back, the other is going to have to step up. That's just how this street shit goes, and you know that, Quader spoke. I'm sorry, I should have heard you out. I replied, kissing his lips. So, you gon' give me a chance, you gon' rock out with a nigga, he asked. Yeah, let's rock out, but if you fuck up, I'm done and I mean it, I told him as he lifted me up and walked into the bedroom. We good, lil mama, you said we are rocking out. That's all I needed to hear, now make sure all your other shit is dead, he stated. I don't have no other shit, I told him. We went another round and Quader got a call from Gabe saying that he needed him to meet him. Gabe sounded pissed, so I hope everything was okay. Quader told me he would be back, I gave him a key so that I wouldn't have to get up. I guess you can say I got me a man, one pray that this will work out for us. Chapter 10. Gabe here was nothing that I needed to think about. I didn't need for nobody to tell me shit about my next move. This nigga for whatever reason decided that he was going to threaten my girl and her babies. I mean, we all know that they my kids, but how can you threaten an innocent woman and her children because you a fucked up nigga? Well, this bitch gon' learn tonight, what it feels like to see hell. Because that is where his ass was going, and I put that shit on my own life. I called Truth to let him know where I was, and I called Q to come and watch my back. I was sitting in my car waiting on Q to get here. A few minutes later, heard a tap on my passenger window, and it was Truth. Man, what the hell are you doing here? I asked him as he got in my car. I'm here because you need me, that's what I'm doing here, he said, looking at me. I hope you not looking at me like that to try and stop what's about to happen. Because that shit is not going to work tonight, I told him. I'm here because I'm going to kill this nigga. I don't want you to ever be in a situation with Melanie and she ask if you killed her dad. When you tell her no, that shit will be the truth. I got this, and I got you, he spoke, just as Q sent me a text saying he was here. QS here, let's go. Truth, thank you bro, but I'm going to kill this nigga. Gia and I will come up with a solution on how we will handle Melanie if she comes to us about it, I told him as we got out of the car. Quader was already walking to the back of the house and I followed him. Truth went to the front, once inside and we would let him in. He has an alarm system, if it is on, I will need to disarm it, Quader stated. Okay, let's go, I told him. Quad did his thing, and got the door opened. The alarm didn't beep when the door opened, so we good, Quader whispered. We walked carefully through the kitchen, so no one could hear us. One moved into the living room area and no one was in there. I quickly moved to the front door and let Truth in the house. Just as he walked in the door, we heard yelling coming from upstairs. Oh, you think I'm going to stay around and let you fucking treat me like shit, Tommy? You got another thing coming, I'm sick of your shit. I'm not that bitch, if you want her go get her ass. the woman yelled. Bitch, you will never be her. You could never fuck me the way she did. I love her, not you, so fuck you. Get your ass out of my fucking house, and don't bring your ass back. Tommy yelled out. I was ready to murder this nigga. Truth placed his hand up for us to stand down. Fuck you. You don't ever have to worry about me coming back here. You better hope your mother will come and take care of your ass since you can't walk, bitch, the chick told him. We could hear her footsteps coming down the steps. She grabbed something off the table and walked out the door. Truth made sure the door was locked as we walked upstairs. I walked into the bedroom where I heard the television playing. Bitch, I thought you were the fuck. Tommy stopped talking when he noticed me standing there. He was sitting in his wheelchair getting ready to put a needle in his arm. Nigga, you got balls to just break into my shit. What the fuck you here for? Didn't you do enough? I will never walk again because of you. Tommy yelled. You will never do a lot of shit because of me, I said as I screwed my silencer on my gun. Fuck you, you a pussy nigga. She gon' do you the same way she did me. You won't last long, Tommy spoke. Not, I'm nothing like you, nigga. You could never be me even if you tried. I love every inch of that woman, she was created just for me. That's the reason it never worked for you, he didn't design her path with you, I told him as I sent a shot to his head. I emptied my clip in that nigga. There was no need for me to say shit else to him. Talk to him for what? All wanted was to watch that pussy die. Let's go, bro. Blaze is here with the cleanup crew. If the wife comes back, they will handle it, Truth said, and we went back downstairs. I'm going home to be with my family. I will see y'all tomorrow. I dapped them up and left out the house and walked quickly to my car. I'm glad this part of our life with this nigga is over. I should have handled his ass the first time. The nigga dead now and that's all that matters to me. When I got home the lights were off, so I assumed Gia was sleeping. I walked into the bathroom to take a shower, and she walked in. She just stared at me and I nodded. She didn't have to ask me if one did it. Knew why she was there and what she wanted to know. Okay, she said, and turned to walk back into our bedroom. I quickly took my shower and joined her in bed, pulling her body close to mine. I don't know how you feel about the situation, and I'm not going to ask. I did what I had to do. I will never leave my family open for someone to hurt them ever again. Too much shit has happened with that nigga and he deserved every fucking bullet I gave him, I told her and kissed her forehead. No, is all she said. We decided not to discuss it anymore and move on with our lives. It was time for us to get ready for our baby girl to arrive. I just knew my bro Truth was going to have a boy. But as it turns out he has a new baby girl and she is beautiful. Chapter 11. Shanice. 9 weeks later, being here with Truth was killing me. He tried to make things a little easier by having more conversation with me. But just watching him walk around shirtless, and in his boxers was fucking with me bad. He won't discuss the situation that happened with my dad. Danny got back to me and gave me the rundown on my father. It seems that Black Rob was into a lot of shit, and I now have some questions of my own to ask him. I settled everything with my grandfather's estate a few weeks ago. Everything that was left to me is now rightfully mine. After I left the doctor's office, I went over to the house that my grandfather left for me. I met with the contractors that were working on the house. I decided to have the entire home remodeled to a more modern look. My grandfather's mansion is a huge estate, so I knew the work was going to take some time to get finished. I asked my mother if she wanted to move in with me and Ava when the house was complete. She said she would think about it. I don't think she wants to move in with me. I had been back at home for a few hours now. Truth was serious when he said I had to stay with him. He was not letting Ava out of his sight. When I had to go somewhere, Ava had to stay home. No matter what he had going on, Ava came first, so if had something to do. He stayed home with his daughter, loved that he loved her the way he did. It was going on 7 and I wanted to shower. Ava was sleeping, but I was going to ask her dad to keep an eye on her while I showered. I walked down to Truth's room and opened the door, and I got a surprise I didn't need to see. Truth's wet fine ass body on full display, in all of his beautiful fucking glory. My pussy began thumping like a heartbeat, and I was in a horny daze. Shit, why didn't I knock? He looks so fucking good, and the dick, oh my god. I thought to myself. Shat. Truth yelled, bringing me out of my thoughts. I looked up at him, and he had a faint smirk on his face, and I was so damn embarrassed. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have knocked, I said to him, as I turned so that I didn't have to look at him. You right, you should have. Why are you turning around? You have seen and touched everything on me. There's no need to turn your head now. What you need from me? He asked as he walked up to me. He didn't even bother to put any clothes on or even wrap the towel that he was holding around him. Oh, shit. Tom, I need for you to watch Ava. I wanted to take a shower, I told him. I was stumbling over my words like a fucking idiot. This shit was just all bad for me. Go ahead, I'm stepping out for a while. I'll stay until you get yourself situated, he stated. Oh, okay, you going to hang out with Gabe? I asked him. Actually, nah, not this time. If you must know, I have a date, he said nonchalantly. A date? With the girl that was here when I showed up? I questioned. No, she doesn't live here, she lives in Atlanta, he replied. So, how many girls do you plan on fucking? I yelled, apparently getting upset. That lil mama is none of your business, just know that it's not you, he calmly spoke, and turned to walk in his closet. Are you serious? You really doing this shit right now? Do you know how many times I tried to talk and apologize to you? I yelled, walking into his closet behind him. Do you know how many times I tried to explain myself to you? One, and you didn't even allow me that. So, tell me again what explanation or apology I should be giving a fuck about, he stated and slipped his pants on and walked out of the room. I was so damn mad, I know he could feel the fucking heat that radiated off of me. What if I did this shit, how would you feel? I asked as we went into Ava's nursery. First, lower your voice in the presence of my daughter. Secondly, I don't care who you see or fuck. You made a decision, now you need to stand on that shit and woman up, he whispered, and I walked out. There was no way that I was staying here with him. I was done with this shit. I know I fucked up, but damn, he won't even allow me to apologize. Everything isn't all good with the situation with Truth and my dad. However, after learning how my dad used to be back in the day, there is cause for caution. I understand that I should have given Truth the opportunity to explain his side. The shock of it all just took over me and I was angry. I turned the shower on and slipped out of my clothes, one stepped into the shower and began to wash my body up, so I could get back to my daughter. I felt a cool breeze hit me, along with me being snatched out of the show. You get mad and storm out on me. Don't fuck with me, Shanice, I'm not the nigga you need to play these games with. Truth yelled, as he unzipped his pants and slid in me so quick. I didn't know what the fuck was happening, I just know I couldn't breathe. Truth, Truth. I screamed out. Shut up, is this what you want? He growled as he pumped in me a few times and I was about to lose my mind. The shit felt so good until he pulled out of me. What are you doing? I yelled frantically. I was just showing you how bad you fucked up. I'm going to clean up for my date. The baby monitor is right here. Ava is sleeping, he said
What's
and
wrong with
walked
you,
out.
baby?
I broke down crying. Why the fuck would he do that shit? Chapter 12. Truth. No, Shat was pissed at me, but she fucking deserved that shit. There was nothing that I wouldn't have done for her. I would have given her the fucking world. I just can't allow her to think that she could do the shit she did, and there would be no consequences behind it. I still don't know if I'm going to forgive her or not, but damn, that pussy was fucking fire. As soon as I entered her ass, I knew I fucked up. I got myself together and left the house. I honestly
Sorry about that, y'all.
Had a date tonight. I just don't want to make any fucked up decisions this time around. I still have feelings for Shanice, and to add another woman in the mix right now is not a good idea. I called Gabe and he told me that he was with Quad and Blaze having a drink. I decided to meet up with them because a drink was what I needed. I pulled out of my driveway, and Block was right behind me. My phone was ringing, and I saw that it was Zealand calling. Z, what's up? I answered. I was calling to let you know we are in the city. You free to hang out for a bit? Zealand asked. Yeah, I'm already out on my way to meet Gabe, Quad, and Blaze. I will text you the address. Stop through, I responded. Cool, what's going on with your father-in-law from hell? He asked laughing. That nigga, ain't shit to me. He has been quiet, which gives me the feeling that a storm is coming. I have been keeping a close eye on my family, I replied. Good, how are the baby and Shanice doing? He asked. They are good, Ava is growing and is the most beautiful girl in the world. One smiled, just thinking about my baby always put a smile on my face. Ava was my heart, that little girl had her daddy wrapped around all of her damn fingers. That's good to hear, man. How are things with you and Shad? Zealand asked. It's rough, we are in the same house because of our daughter. If I allowed her to go back to her mother's, that nigga could touch my daughter, whenever he felt the need to. I couldn't allow that shit to happen. I love Shanice, but damn lil baby fucked me up with how she turned on me, I said to him. I feel you on that, I just want to put this in the air for you. Sometimes, when our judgment is clouded, it's hard to make the right choice. She saw that nigga in a different light because he didn't bring the street shit to his home for her to see it. I know her mom may have seen that shit, but not Shanice. All she knew is that her father was murdered, and they didn't have answers as to who did it. When the dude told her that shit, and you agreed that he was telling some sort of truth, the shit just clicked for her and she went into several stages in her mind. She was shocked, hurt, and I'm sure she felt betrayed. Now we both know, you didn't do that shit to hurt her. You didn't even know that the nigga was her dad, and I do believe she should have given you a chance to talk. You deserve to have that conversation with her. However, I think you need to sit back and think about things from her perspective. I know you love her, that woman just gave birth to your daughter. Fix your problem with her, because you're not going to want to see her with another nigga. But first, handle her bitch ass daddy. From all the shit that I have learned, that nigga is clearly up to something. It's up to you to find out what it is. Listen, I will see you soon, Zealand stated. Alright bro, see you when you get here, told him, and we ended the call. It took me 30 minutes to get to the bar. When Block and I walked in, the guys were sitting in the back of the bar. Nigga, what took your ass so long? Gabe asked. I had to handle shit at home, I told him. You still holding Shay hostage? I be hearing her and Gia on the phone. Word on the street is you a petty nigga. Gabe said and burst into laughter. Fuck you. I replied. We were drinking, having a good time when Zealand and Meek walked in the bar. Yo, is that Z and Meek? Gabe asked. Yeah, I forgot to tell you they were in town. Oh shit, I know that isn't Malai and CYNT with them. I stated. This shit was going to be really interesting. Who the hell are they? Gabe asked. That's Ari's grandmother and her best friend, I told him. Looking like that. Damn, they fine as hell. Blaze spoke. Nigga, you gon' get worms, and I promise you I'm disowning your ass. Gabe told Blaze, and I couldn't hold my laughter. They approached the table, and we all greeted each other and introduced everybody. Why, what are you and Ms. CYNT doing in Philly? I asked her. I came to see your fine ass. I'm damn sure glad I came too. Your damn friend's just as fine as you. The log knew what he was doing when he sent me my Santiago. Because baby, this nigga here could get it, Lai said looking over at Gabe. Ton know about all that sexy, Gabe said and winked at her. Oh, Lord. Meek pour me a drink, this fine ass nigga done winked at me. CYNT, you see all these fine niggas? It's a fine nigga convention up in this bar tonight. You see this shit, CYNT. Lie asked her, and I shook my head. You damn right I see it. Let me get my blunt together so my insides can calm the fuck down. Got me feeling like that crazy girl in that movie we like to watch when we get high. Lie, Miss CYNT spoke, and I damn near spit my drink out. What movie? Oh, I know, you talking about, beloved. What she say? CYNT. Touch me on the inside paw and call out my name. Hell yeah, that's what you fine ass niggas can do for us. Lie and CYNT burst out laughing, and high-fiving each other. I have never seen anyone like these two women, ever. I'm completely disgusted, Zealand told Lie. Shut the hell up, nigga. Lie said to Z. Nigga, they act like they ready to rape our ass, Gabe whispered to me. Nah, Lie is the fiancé of Santiago Vega. She fucks with all of us like that, there is nothing you can do for her, I told him. Santiago Vega, get the fuck out of here. Gabe stated, and I nodded. I done told y'all old asses don't nobody want y'all, Zealand stated, and we all laughed. Now you know they gon' show their ass, no matter how many times we tell them not to act up, Meek said to Zealand, and I had to agree with him. There has never been a time when Lie and Ms. CYNT didn't show out. Quad, what's going on with you and Tammy? I asked him. Everything is good now, I'm glad we made it official, Quader stated. Damn, Big Daddy, you got a woman, huh? Lie asked Quad. Yes ma'am, I do, Quader replied. Oh, that's nice, I'm just fucking with y'all babies. Let's drink and have a good time, but truth you gon' have to fill me in about this dude that's giving you trouble, Lie said. I told her that we would indeed talk about it later. Quad, I'm glad y'all worked that shit out, you and Tam are made for each other, I stated. I'm glad they did too, this nigga was going to kill every nigga in Philly behind Tammy ol' funky ass. We all know this nigga crazy, Gabe spoke. Says the nigga that's scared of fucking roaches, Quader said, and we all burst into laughter. Roaches. Baby, you scared of roaches? Lie asked Gabe. I ain't scared of shit, I just don't get down with them nasty motherfuckers. So, I'm supposed to be sitting in somebody's shit and let the roach walk up to me and say what's up? No, nigga, no, that's not happening. I'm going to shoot that bitch with my raid gun, or I'm going to burn that shit down. Those are the only options a nigga like me gon' give you, Gabe's ass said, and we were bent the hell over in laughter. Just as we calmed down, Gabe's ex-Monty that started the whole roach incident, walked up to the table, and that caused us to laugh even harder. What are the fucking odds of this chick walking up while we were talking about the roaches? Hi Gabe, it's been a long time, how have you been? Lonnie asked Gabe. Aw hell no, back the fuck up. I don't want shit jumping off of your ass onto us. Gabe yelled with his face twisted, staring at Moni's ass. Gabe, are you serious right now? Lonnie asked. You damn right, you still live in the same house. Gabe asked her. Yes, I still live in the same house, Lonnie replied, with an attitude. See, that's a problem, you probably got some of your roommates with you, and I'm gonna need you to step back. Them niggas in your house are disrespectful. Gabe spoke, getting up from his seat. Where the hell are you going? I asked him, still laughing at his crazy ass. Twill be right back. Gabe yelled, and I explained everything to Lie and the rest of them that hadn't heard the story. That's a nasty heifer right there, you said she had a house full of them and one fell on his damn head? Oh lord, I would have beat that heifer's ass, and her fucking house guest. I would have been stomping them lil bastards left and right. Like I was in a marching band. Ew, that's just the fuck nasty, got my ass over here itching. I'm going to have to agree with Gabe on this one, you one nasty ass to be living like that. So, let me get this straight, if I'm in the kitchen making me a sandwich, I'm gon' have to deal with one of them little bastards coming in the kitchen asking me to make them a sandwich too. I can't see it. CYNT, give me the blunt, I need to smoke on that shit right there, Lie said. We all were in a fit of laughter and Lonnie kept peeping over at us. I guess she knew we were laughing at her ass. I swear I'm glad Lie was with us, I needed the laughter she brings out of all of us. You. we really need to get that nigga some help, Blaze stated. Monty was standing at the bar talking to some chick pissed that Gabe embarrassed her ass in front of all of us. There is no help for his ass, this is what we have to deal with, Quad told Blaze, and I agreed. A few minutes later Gabe came back and sat down at the table. What's wrong with you? I asked him. Thad to go to my car and get my gun, he responded. Nigga, you should have your gun on you at all times, I told him. I did have my gun on me, but I didn't have my raid gun. I'm not fucking playing with her ass. She comes back over here, I'm shooting her with my raid gun, this nigga said. Bruh, you can't just spray that girl with no damn raid. That would be all kinds of fucked up, I told him. Yes, the hell he can, and I will help his ass too. Lai yelled. Thanks, Ms. Lai, Gabe smiled at her. Call me Ma. Don't worry baby, Ma got your back. She brings her ass over here, we gon' give her this damn work. Lai told Gabe. You want a raid gun? I got an extra one. You are sitting kind of close to where she's standing, Gabe told Lai. Hell yeah, give it to me. Lai told him and Meek had real tears coming down his face. Bruh, what would be all kinds of fucked up is if one of them niggas from her tribe jump on one of our asses. That shit won't happen to me. If you don't care, then sit your ass over on that side. Let them niggas walk on your ass before they even attempt to get to me. I'm tired of trying to protect yo ass. And you don't even want to fight for yourself. I'm just gon' let them lil niggas nibble on you, that will teach you a lesson. Tino, that's right. Lai said, pulling on the blunt Miss CYNT past her. I'm done, this nigga has lost it, Meek said. None of us could believe the conversation these two were having. I felt bad because Monty was walking back over to the table and it wasn't going to end well for her tonight. Gabe, can I talk to you? Monty asked, not even noticing Lai spraying the back of her dress. We were bent over, Zelan was laughing so damn hard he was out of his seat. I done told your ass to get the fuck away from me, Gabe said to Monty, and she leaned over the table and grabbed his arm. This nigga started spraying raid all over the girl's hands and arms, while Lai was spraying the rest of her ass. What the hell is that? Blaze yelled, pointing at the table. Everybody looked down, and I swear a roach was crawling on the damn table. Oh hell, the raid must have brought his ass out. Lai yelled, and we all jumped up from the damn table. I swear all of us completely lost it. Monty was screaming and running around like she had lost her mind. All you could smell was fucking raid. Malai, Gabe, and Ms. CYNT were giving each other high fives and laughing their ass off at Monty. You man, my damn side hurt, I can't be around these niggas no more tonight. Lai, bring your ass on, I told you to be on your best behavior and not act up. We didn't want to sit down at the table no more. So, we all walked outside, and Monty was out there with her friends cursing Gabe's ass out. She was mad as hell, I can't say that I blame her. That shit was still funny as hell, Gabe is one crazy. Stop talking shit, boo boo. Go home and shake that wig out, and talk to your friends about staying home, instead of trying to hang out with you on the low. We were only trying to help yo ass out. Malaya yelled out to Monty. Nigga, I can't believe you sprayed that damn girl. Yo, I'm going to be laughing at this shit for a long ass time, Quader said. Fuck that, she shouldn't have touched me. Now I have to go home and scrub my damn skin, Gabe spoke, shrugging his shoulders. Gabe, take my number down son, and you call Ma if you need me, Malai told him. I sure will call you, Ma, Gabe said and put her number in his phone. Zelan, I'm going to the hotel. Truth, we will see you tomorrow before we head back. I seriously want to talk to you about your situation. That nigga did all of that mess with my granddaughters there, not to mention your family. I don't play about my grandbabies. Zelan gave me some information about it already, Malai stated. I got you, Ma, I told her. We will check y'all out tomorrow. We got to make a run to Baltimore and handle some business, and I will call y'all when we come back through, Zelan said, as he looked at Gabe and burst into laughter again. We dapped them up, and they all got in their cars and pulled off. I'm out of here, I told them, and we all went our separate ways to our cars. Just as I was about to open my car door, I heard tires screeching. Truth, get down. I heard Gabe yelling. As I hit the ground, gunshots rang out. I was shooting at the car and trying to take cover, as the car sped off. True, did they hit you, man? Gabe asked as he and Block ran up to help me up. No, I'm good. I yelled, mad as hell that someone tried to kill my ass. Did y'all see what type of car it was? I asked. It was a black truck, that's all I could see. I was shooting back, and trying to get to you. Quater, and Blaze already pulled off, Gabe stated. I didn't get anything, I was too busy, bussing back, Block stated. He looked at my car and it was riddled with bullets. Call Blaze and tell them to come get my car right now. Gabe made the call about 10 minutes later. Quad and Blaze pulled up. This is fucked up. Quater yelled. We don't have to guess who is behind this shit. Just know that I'm about to end his life. I roared. I know this hit was Robert, his name was written all over it. I warned that nigga not to fuck with me. Shanice better get her black dress ready because her daddy is a dead man. Chapter 13. Gia babe and I haven't discussed the Tommy situation since that night. I did get a call from Tommy's mom asking if I heard from him. I told her that he asked me and Melanie not to call him ever again, and that is what we were doing. This bitch had the nerve to say serves you right and hung up on me. I swear I don't know what the fuck went wrong with that family, but she will never have to worry about me and my daughter. If I was her, I would tread lightly with how she deals with me and Lonnie. Gabe is not playing any more games with none of them and neither am I. One pray I never have to see or hear from her ass ever again. I have spent half of my damn night trying to calm Shaz's ass down. She was pissed with Truth. He was wrong for what he did and had the nerve to tell the girl he was going out with another bitch. Damn, his payback ain't no damn joke. I heard Gabe come into the house. I looked over at the clock and it was going on 2 in the morning. When he walked into the room, he looked stressed.
Why are you upset?
Babe, are you alright? I asked him. Somebody tried to kill Truth tonight, he spat walking into the bathroom. What? Is he alright? I asked him, following him in the bathroom. Yeah, he cool but his car shot the fuck up, and that nigga is on a fucking rampage right now, Gabe stated. Oh no, this is all bad. Shanice called me all pissed off at Truth, for the way he has been treating her and she took the baby and left. Truth is going to get home, and they won't be there. She said she was going to her mom's house, I told him. Oh fuck, that nigga is going to hit the fucking roof. Let me go call his ass. Sha should have just told his ass she was leaving, Gabe said, as he washed up real quick and jumped out to go call Truth. I heard him on the phone telling Truth to calm down, and that he was on the way over there. Babe, I'm going with you. Maybe I can talk some sense into Sha, I stated, as I threw on some clothes. Let's roll, because this nigga is going to fuck some shit up, Gabe said, and we left home to go calm Truth down. I tried to call Sha but got no answer. It took us about 15 minutes to get to Truth's house. Gabe rang the bell, and Truth opened the door and we walked in. I'm about to go over to her mom's house and get her ass. I'm not playing these fucking games with Shanice. After what happened tonight, I want my daughter in the house with me. If Sha wants to go stay somewhere else, she can, but Ava will be here. Truth spat. Bruh, did you talk to her? Gabe asked him. No, she won't answer her phone. I know where she is because her guard is with her, Truth replied. Well, let's go check on her, maybe you can get her to come back. But bro, if she doesn't want to come home, she has her guard, just let her stay with MS. Des for a couple of days, Gabe told him. Nah, that's not gonna work for me, Truth said, shaking his head. Truth, the way things are going with you two is unhealthy. Shad is under a lot of stress with her relationship with you, and the information she is finding out about her dad, I stated, and they both looked at me. What information? Truth and Gabe yelled out at the same time. She had Danny look into her father's past, because of the things everyone including her mother was saying about him. She said the explanation her dad was giving was a little off and she needed the truth. I think she now understands what kind of man Rob really was. She doesn't understand how he could go under the radar for 8 years and not once reach out to her. How he sent Carlos to get next to her, and Jaleesa to befriend her mom. All of this shit is weighing down on her. She is also worried about her mom, and how angry she is with all of this. I know you are hurt, bro, but that girl is going through some shit. She has been going through shit since Carlos stepped in her life. I think after you treated her the way you did today, was her breaking point. I don't doubt that she loves you, I think that she felt the need to believe her dad. He was the man that, as she knew it, would never hurt her. I think Rob is up to some bullshit, y'all need to find out what's going on with his ass, I told them. Damn, this shit is deep, but Gia is right, man, we have to find out what this nigga's motive is, Gabe said to Truth. Gabe, did you get that chick Monique's number? She was Los girl, and he may have pillow talked with her, maybe she has the information we are looking for, Truth said to Gabe. Not, I didn't get a number from her, Gabe replied. I can get her number, I'm sure Tammy has it if she didn't change the number, I told Truth. Get that for me, in the meantime let's ride to Ma Des' house, Truth stated. It took us a little while to get over to Aunt Des' house. I rang the bell while Truth and Gabe were talking to Shanice's guard. I heard someone turning the locks, and it was Aunt Des. Gia, what's wrong? Aunt Des asked. Auntie, Truth is pissed that Sha left the house, I said to her. I told my hard-headed ass child to call that man, she said, just as Truth and Gabe walked up. Hey Ma, Truth said to her. Hey baby, y'all come on in. Truth, she is in her room sleep, the baby is in there with her, Aunt Des told him. Mom, who is at the door? Sha asked walking down the stairs. When she saw Truth, her face turned to anger. Why are you here? Leave me alone. Me and the baby will be fine right here with my mother. You can't make me stay with you, and if you want to take me to court go right ahead, but I'm not staying with you another fucking day. Shanice yelled at Truth. You need to pipe all that shit down, you could have at least called me and said you left the house. Somebody tried to kill my ass tonight, and when I got home, and you were not there had me thinking some other shit. Truth spat. Oh my god. Are you alright? Aunt Des questioned, upset at what Truth just told them. What, somebody tried to kill you? Shanice walked up, grabbing him, and touching his face. I'm fine, let's get some rest and we will talk in the morning, he said to her. Gabe, you and Gia can go ahead home and get some rest, I'm staying here tonight, Truth spoke, and we said our goodbyes and went home. Gabe and I both were tired, it's a good thing that Melanie was with my mom. We would be able to sleep in late, and not have to worry about getting up to make sure she was good. When we finally made it in the house, we went straight for the bed. I would slip up in you, but my ass might fall asleep inside the pussy, Gabe whispered. Go to sleep boy, I'm too damn tired to even open my damn legs, I told him, and we both were out in minutes. Chapter 14 Tammy Uader came in kind of late last night and I was knocked the hell out. I can't believe the change in the way he treats me and how he acts with me now. I guess I should have listened to him a long time ago and maybe we could have been loving each other instead of fighting all the damn time. I got up and went to go make us some breakfast. I was going to meet Gia and Sha later for lunch. I saw that Gia had called me around 4 in the morning, so I quickly dialed her number. Hey Tam, she whispered. Damn, I woke you up? I saw that you called me in the middle of the night. Is everything alright? I asked her. Girl, it was a bunch of shit going on. Somebody shot at Truth, and Sha left his house and went back to Aunt Des' house. I will let her tell you what he did. To piss her off. I know we were supposed to have lunch today, but I'm too damn tired. I called you because Truth needs Monique's number. He thinks Los may have talked about Rob, Gia said. Don't worry about it sis, get some rest, we can always have lunch. I will send the number to you now, you know I don't fuck with that bitch. Especially after she tried to use me to get information on Truth and Gabe. Fuck that hoe, and when I do see her, I'm beating her ass. I responded to Gia. Tim, it's all good, we told you don't let that shit get to you. I will call you when I get up. Love you boo, Gia said and ended the call. I started cooking our breakfast. By the time I was done, Quater was already up. Morning, I made you some breakfast, I said as I handed him his plate. It looks good, thank you, baby, he smiled. What you got going on today? I asked him, as I sat my food. I'm chilling until later tonight, I have to meet up with Gabe and Truth later. Some shit went down and we got to handle some business later, he stated. Yeah, I heard about it, that's fucked up, I told. How did you hear about it? He asked. T just got off the phone with Gia, I replied. Oh okay, the crazy part about it, me and Blaze had just pulled off. Whoever is behind this shit, they better be ready because we damn sure coming, Quad stated. His phone was buzzing on the nightstand and he grabbed it and hit ignore. Why you ignore the call? I asked him. Tim, don't start that shit, we on some good shit right now, don't ruin it. That is Trina S, and she won't leave me alone. His phone started going off again, and I snatched it right out of his hand. Why the fuck you keep calling my man? I yelled, answering the phone. Your man, bitch, that's our man. You think you got him, but you don't, he knows where home is. Now put Quad on the phone before I come knocking on your door. This bitch laughed. Oh, bitch, you at my house, I will open that bitch for you to come on in and get this motherfucking beat down. Better yet, I'm coming to you. I yelled, throwing the phone down and getting up. I threw some clothes on, and my damn sneaks and went right to my damn front door. Quater was up trying to put his clothes on, but I don't give a damn because if this bitch was outside, I'm beating her ass and then his. When I opened the door, this bitch was parked in front of my house. This isn't the first time I've had a run-in with her ass, about Quad. When he and I first started talking, she was fucking with me. One didn't beat her ass back then, but today that bitch was going to feel these hands. Bitch, you think I'm playing with you? I'm the wrong bitch to fuck with and I told you that shit a long time ago. I yelled. She was sitting in her car laughing. Sis, why you mad? That nigga can't stop fucking with me, ask him where he was last night, she yelled out. I walked right up to her car and punched that bitch in the face. She jumped out of the car, and I was fucking this hoe up. Not because she said she was with Quad last night, but because this bitch came to my house.
Exactly.
If you can't handle the fact that a nigga broke off with you, then that's on you, but don't bring that shit to me. I was being lifted in the air and realized that Quader picked me up. Bitch, I will kill you, have you lost your damn mind? I told you what it was, yet you still calling me and trying to cause problems for me and mine. I'm not one of these niggas that's going to play around with you, I will body your ass quick and go fuck my girl afterward. This ain't what you want, I promise you it's not. Stay the fuck away from us, Quader roared. I was still talking shit, as that bitch jumped in her car and left. My neighbors were outside and recording the shit. I was so fucking pissed tears were falling. When that shit happened, I was ready to tear some shit up. Baby, I'm sorry I cut that chick off when I told you I did, he spoke. I need you to leave me the fuck alone right now. I cried. It's always some shit with his ass. I knew she was lying about being with him last night. I knew exactly where he was because he asked me to come with him. I didn't go because only the guys were going to be there. I was just pissed and needed to calm the fuck down. If I see her ass again, I'm beating the shit out of that hoe. I needed to smoke because this shit was crazy as fuck. I grabbed my blunt and went to go take a shower. That first pull began to calm my ass down. I smoked a little more and got in the shower. A few minutes later, Quad walked into the bathroom and got in the shower with me. I only want you, whatever I gotta do to show you that shit, I'm gon' do. One don't want that girl, and I haven't been with her or anybody else since we made that shit official. He pulled me into him kissing me, that shit had me ready to pounce on his ass. Sex with Quater was the best shit ever. Lifting me up, he pinned me against the shower wall and eased into me. Fuck. This pussy is gripping my dick like it knows it's me, he growled as he started moving inside of me. Oh shit, fuck me, baby. I screamed as he pounded my shit so good. You gon' stop listening to these nothing ass bitches. He gritted out as he continued to fuck me senseless. I tried to keep up, but I was in a damn daze. Okay, just keep fucking me. Shit, this dick is so good, I moaned as I began to meet his strokes. A few minutes later we were both coming. Get dressed, we are going out for the day and do a little shopping, Quader said, and he didn't have to tell my ass twice. I loved him, and I wanted this relationship between us to work. So, I was going to put my all into my man and our relationship. Chapter 15. Gabe IA and I were out having a late lunch. It was time that we started getting things ready for the baby to get here. I was with Truth on not having a baby shower. I got everything my baby needs. Baby, did you think about getting someone to help you out with the baby and Lonnie? I asked her. No, I have my mom to help me if I need it. You can't trust people these days with your kids. They be doing some fucked up shit and I don't have time for that, because I will kill a bitch about my kids, she responded. Well, I guess you got a point there. We need to make sure we are giving your mom money for helping us out, I told her. Good luck with that. I tried for years to pay mom for watching Lonnie. She won't take it. She said that's her grandbaby and she loves having her with her. Gia stated. Oh, she gon' take this damn money. I laughed. Babe, let's do something fun. Some shit we have never done before, Gia suggested. Fun like what? Girl, being with me should be fun all the damn time. Exactly. We both laughed. I'm horny, let's go to one of these hotels, and fuck in the elevator. I always wanted to do that shit. Lord. Gia looked at me smiling. Bruh, I'm not going in no damn hotel in the middle of the day, fucking in no damn elevator. Is that shit even sanitary? The next house we buy I will make sure there is an elevator so we can fuck in it. I looked at her ass like she was crazy. It won't be the same, Gabe. I want to feel that rush of almost getting caught. Play Aussie, she begged. I looked at this girl, and she was serious as hell about this shit. I stood up and threw some money on the table for our bill. Man, come on, if they call the police on our ass, I'm pushing you down and running. I will come to the jail and get the baby when you have her. I told her and we both burst into laughter. You will not leave me, nigga. Go to one of those big ass hotels that got a lot of floors, Gia happily stated. I just looked at her and shook my damn head. We went to the Omni Hotel in Center City. We walked in that bitch like we had a room there. We got on the elevator and pressed the button for the 47th floor. Gia unzipped my jeans and stuck her hand in and started rubbing my damn dick. That nigga was gamed and ready to fucking play. She hit the stop button on the elevator and lifted her dress. I rubbed the head of my dick across her pussy and she was wet as hell. I slid in her ass so quick I heard her gasp. I was so damn hard I felt like my shit was gon' break off in her ass. Damn, this shit don't make no fucking sense. I growled as I lit in and out of her gushy ass pussy. The way she was moving and gripping my dick had a nigga ready to burst. Oh bite, shit babe, right there, fuck that's my spot. Gia moaned, as we continued to fuck the shit out of each other. Hello, are you okay in there? A man asked. Yum shit, I'm coming fuck keep going baby. Gia screamed. Hello, we are going to get you out miss stay put, the man said again, and one couldn't even say shit. I was trying to get my shit off, and that nigga was interrupting me. Damn, girl this pussy good as fuck. Fuck K. I gritted as I released in her damn walls. The damn elevator started moving and Gia threw me some wipes. Hurry up, and get your shit together, she said. The elevator stopped and the door opened. A man that worked for the hotel was standing there looking at us. Is everything alright? He asked. Hell not, I ain't alright. Y'all got these broke ass elevators in this damn hotel and on top of that, y'all got me stuck in here with this screaming ass pregnant lady. I said to the man. Sir, I do apologize, we don't know what happened. Is there anything we can do to make up for this? He asked. No, just get me back to the lobby, I stated, and Gia was in the corner shaking her head trying not to laugh. I'm going to need you to step off, sir. We will have to take another elevator down. This one is going up, he said, and I stepped off with Gia ass behind me. Where the hell is she going? She be doing too much damn screaming for me, I told the guy, and Gia looked at my ass all damn confused. Ma'am, are you going down to the lobby? He asked her. Yes, I need to get out of here, she said. When we got downstairs, the guy was still trying to talk to me. He even asked me to come to the front desk. He gave three $50 coupons to the steakhouse inside the hotel. I took them shits and walked out of the hotel. As soon as I bent the corner, Gia ass was standing there laughing her ass off. Bring your crazy ass on, before he comes back and tries to take these coupons back. We took off running to the car laughing our asses off at the crazy shit we just did. Gabe, you play too damn much, why you talked all that shit about me? Gia laughed. Yo ass is a damn screamer, we are sneaking and you screaming like somebody was beating yo ass. I'm not doing no more sneaky shit with you again. But that shit was fire though. Now let's go home. I got to meet up with Truth in a couple of hours, I said. We laughed and joked about that shit all the way home. It was going on 6, and I was on my way to pick up Truth. When I pulled up to his crib, he walked out and got in the car. I felt bad that he was going through all of this shit. When will this shit end? I thought to myself, all of us deserve to be happy and enjoying life. What's up, man? I asked him, as I pulled off. Shit, just trying to get to the bottom of this bullshit, Truth stated. What's up with Shat, did she come back home? I asked him. Nah, she's still at her mom's house. I got tired of going back and forth with her. So, I let her stay there. I got to handle this shit anyway, he stated, and we pulled up to the bar that Monique told us to meet her at. When we walked in, looked around, and spotted her at the bar. We walked up to her and pulled up a seat. Hey, what you needed to see me about? She asked with an attitude. You need to drop the attitude first, I told her. Fuck you, you burned down my damn house. I had all of my shit inside of there, I was left with nothing, she yelled. Girl, you ain't have shit in that motherfucker worth keeping. The damn roaches had done took the fuck over, yo ass got the nerve to be sitting here with an attitude and shit. Be honest, you mad, because I killed your best friends, huh? Don't worry, you will get some new ones because you a nasty ass anyway. You and this bitch named Monty must be related because y'all both got the same nasty problems, and your names are almost the same. Let me move because you probably got some of them shits with you now, I told her nasty ass. Gabe. Truth yelled. What? She started with me first. I told him. Mo, did Los talk to you about what he was up to? Who he was dealing with, or working for? Truth asked her. He worked for this dude named Robert. He said he was waiting on Robert to get this money from his daughter so he could pay him his money. That old man was just grimy, and I told Los he needed to get away from his ass, but he didn't listen. He even had Los kidnap his daughter until her money came to her. Los told me that his daughter thought he was dead. They both had it out for you bad, they wanted you dead. That's about all I know. Why, what's going on? Mo asked Truth. Nothing, I just needed to get that information. One other thing, do you have any idea where Robert lay his head at? Truth asked her. Just know that he be with Los mom out in Jersey, I'm not sure if he was staying with her. I don't know the address, Los never said where she moved to. Thanks for that information, I appreciate you for that, Truth told her, and we got up to leave. Monique looked at me and rolled her eyes. Bye nasty. I said laughing at her nasty ass. Fuck you, gay, she yelled. What we just found out was some fucked up shit. Rob kidnapped Sha because she was coming into some money. Oh, that nigga needed to die and be dead for real this time. Can you believe that shit? Truth yelled, hitting my dashboard. I can understand why he was fucking pissed. That shit is crazy, man. So, even if we hadn't met the girls, their ultimate plan was to go after Shanice for her money. Damn, money will make some niggas sell they damn souls to the devil, I stated. That is his fucking daughter, and he was willing to fuck her life up over some fucking bread. Be a man and go out there and get that shit, but you want to put your baby girl through hell just to get what is rightfully hers. As kind-hearted as Shanice is, she would have taken care of her parents. But this dirty nigga wanted it all, and he don't care who he had to get hurt to get it. Take me to Ms. Dez's house, I need to get them over to my house. I don't trust this nigga after learning that shit, Truth said, and I was with him on that. We needed to make sure they were safe, and the safest place would be his house until we handled this shit. Chapter 16 Shanice am glad Truth left me alone about staying with him. After he did that bullshit in the bathroom, and then walked out, to go on a date with some bitch I just couldn't do it anymore. He loved him too much to watch him move on with his life. I keep beating myself up about the things one said and did to him. If there was no hope for us, I needed to get settled into my life on my own with my daughter. I knew that we would always be a part of each other's lives because of Ava, but it's time for me to get used to not being around him every day. I went downstairs to see what my mom and Ava were up to. Hey, Mom, what are you two doing? I asked her. Just hanging out, with my beautiful grandbaby. Are you hungry? I cooked dinner, I can make you a plate if you're ready to eat now, my mom said, just as the doorbell sounded off. I went to answer the door, and it was my dad. Hey, what are you doing here? I asked him. I came to talk to you, he said, and I won him in the house. What do you need to talk to me about? Mom, take Ava upstairs for me, I told her, because Truth said he didn't want my dad near Ava. I had to respect his wishes, she was his daughter. Robert, what are you doing here? You should have called us, before just popping up, my mom told him. Bitch, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, my dad roared, pulling out a gun. Wah. What are you doing? Why are you holding a gun on us? I questioned, looking from him to my mom and my baby. I'm here for the money your granddaddy left your ass. You thought I came back just to see you bitches. I want the money that I left behind and the money you just got. Get up, we have to go, he said, and the front door opened. It was Jaleesa walking in, she had a gun pointed at us as well. Bitch, if I make it out of this, I'm going to kill your ass. Don't you see my granddaughter here? Hell, she is y'all granddaughter as well, don't you give a fuck about her safety, my mother yelled. I will give you what you want, just don't hurt my daughter, and mother. One told him, with tears in my eyes. All of the tears I cried for this man and the years of loving him as a daughter should love her father was all for nothing. He didn't love me, he did all of this for money. I will give him every dollar just as long as my mother and child remain safe. Rob, we have to go. Jaleesa yelled. Let's go, he yelled out, and I grabbed my daughter from my mom, and we walked out of the house and got into this truck. Jaleesa held her gun on us the entire ride. It felt like deja vu all over again for me. I can't believe this shit is happening to me again, but the stakes were higher. My mother and daughter were involved, and I knew I had to do whatever I needed to keep them alive. We drove for a little while and then we arrived at this house. I do know that we were in New Jersey. Truth was going to go insane when he finds out that Rob has his daughter. Mom, everything is going to be alright, I just need you to stay close to me. Told her. Now all of our questions have been answered. I knew this motherfucker was up to something, he wanted your money. Shanice, I'm so pissed you don't understand how angry I am right now, my mom whispered. I know, Mom, I feel the same way, but right now we have to fight to stay alive, I told her. They pushed us down to a basement, and it was disgusting down here. If you want, I can take the baby with me, Jaleesa smiled, and said. Bitch, don't touch my fucking daughter. I spat. You think you all that, you and your bitch of a mother ain't shit, she yelled, and my mom charged at her ass. But Jaleesa pulled her gun out and let off a shot. Oh my god, Mom! I yelled. Ava began to cry, and I needed to see if my mom was alright. Ah, you, stupid bitch, my mom yelled. Jaleesa. Go upstairs now. Robert roared. I ran over to my mom, to see if she was hurt. Mom, let me see, I cried. I looked at her arm, and it looked like the bullet grazed her but didn't hit her directly. Shad, how bad is it? My mom questioned as tears cascaded down her face. It's bleeding but it looks like it just grazed your arm. Just stay calm, I said to her. Why the fuck are you doing this? We are your family, and that bitch tried to shoot my mom. I yelled at Robert. If you do what the fuck we tell you, then nothing will happen, he stated, and walked up the stairs. We could hear him locking the door. I was afraid for my daughter. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, and I had nothing to calm her down. I hope and pray that truth will find us in time. Chapter 17 Truth. When we pulled up to Ms. Des' house, something felt off. I saw.
So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna let this be for 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I'm gonna log out and come back in because I know don't nobody really want to sit there for 4 hours reading a book. But I would. So, but I do take in consideration how other people may feel. So let me sign out of this and we will come back. Okay? Be back.